It's finals day here in Palmerston North, and there's still silverware on offer this morning. First up, we're going to have a Zone 2 girls 3rd and 4th playoff. We've got Tauranga girls taking on Hamilton. And then on the boys' side, it is also Zone 2 with Rotorua taking on St. John's. Still plenty of pride, bronze medals on the line. Let's go upstairs and get it underway.
Kia ora everyone, and no mai haere mai to the final day of Basketball New Zealand Secondary School Nationals. We have the bronze medal match between two high calibre teams, Hamilton Girls and Tauranga Girls College. I'm Maya Williamson and I'm joined by two experts of the game, Sarah Double D, Ryan Double Dam and Mel Bennett. Hey guys, how are we doing?
Good, thank you. Good morning to everyone in this final day of this basketball festival here in Paradise North. These two teams fought out two close semi-finals yesterday. Hamilton girls going down to Westlake and Tauranga girls going down to St. Andrews.
Morning everybody. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the outcome of this match today. I was at the finals with the qualification tournament in Rotorua, and Hamilton girls beat Tauranga girls in pool play, but then Tauranga girls turned it around and won the finals. So it'll be a battle of who wants it more today, and I'm sure we'll see some amazing play this morning.
All right, team lineup: Tauranga Girls College, number 4, Payless Hokianga, number 5, Pia Riri Nui, number 6, Riley McLennan, number 7, Ariata Kahuda, number 9, Honey Cooney, number 10, Anika Highland, number 11, Jayla Tiki, number 11, Nevada Moranga, number 14, Maya Kahuda, number 15, Kiritana Patia, number 16, Eden Tapsell, and number 17, Ruby Jones. Coached by Jenna Cooney, ably assisted by James Patia.
Awesome, a pretty stacked lineup there with 3 fire development players. On the Hamilton girls high side, we've got number 1, Timapara Walker, number 2, Bella Capri Nelson, number 3, Nevea Skurkovic, 4, Kailani Albert Neha, 5, Caitlin Hull, 6, Hayley Forbes, 7, Anaya Nelson, 9, Altia Nordstrom, 10, Anaheda Worsfold, 13, Elise Gilbert, coached by the wonderful Lana Kershaw and assisted by Carlin Nelson. Like you said, Ryan, these two both had very close semi-finals, both only going down by 3 points. What do we think of those games?
Look, two very entertaining games, particularly the Tauranga girls game. That second half was electric. And I think the key here for these matchups is we take a look at the referees, Michaela Sharp, Austin Smart and Nick Choi. Who's going to get up? Like the deflation of not getting through yesterday, Mel, who really wants to come away with the bronze medal, and who's going to bring the energy?
I think the pressure right now would be more so on Tauranga Girls College, as they finished with a bronze last year, so they won't want to go home, any less than that. And on the flip side, Hamilton Girls will want to beat Tauranga Girls after losing to them in the final match at qualification tournament. But it's going to be who's got the most gas left in the tank, and just who can get up for the occasion. Right.
So you get the rivalry between two schools from the same zone, but also the bronze medal on the line. So still a lot to play for, despite not being in the grand final. And
like you said, Mel, so Hamilton beat them in pool play, then Tauranga only won by 3 in the final, I think you said. So going to be a close matchup here today, and some very talented players on both sides. So I think we've got a good ball game on our hands, that's for sure. See both teams 5 and up. Shaking hands at the referee, showing great sportsmanship. We love Team Grey over here in the commentary booth.
So just, to note as well that the entire starting 5 lineup are all national players. So we've got 4 leaving today to go to Papua New Guinea, and then Anaya is also with the under-16s who travelled to Jordan earlier this year.
On the flip side, Honey Cooney, part of the New Zealand under-17 team last year that went to Hungary, as the tip-off's controlled by Hamilton girls. Up and in, first 2 points, 6 seconds gone.
It's a great start for Hamilton girls. It looks like they've come out in a bit of a press there, but broken pretty easily by Anika Highland.
Hokianga operating left-hand wing.
And that's the one to look out for today.
Little Right to left crossover, step through, draws the contact as Caitlin Hull commits the Hutter, up and in, and one.
Give me that.
See the extended pressure too from Hamilton girls, so they'll want to try and disrupt nice and early defensively to create some turnovers.
Coach Keller, offensive rebound off of a free throw. Anika Highland had a very good semi-final last night. 23.7 rebounds and 5 assists.
Daring Honey Cooney to shoot there after she made 6 second-half threes yesterday.
6 from 11, shot 54% from beyond the arc. Travel call there. Great first defensive possession from Tauranga girls. Palace Hokianga also having a very good tournament. 22 points yesterday. And obviously went away with the New Zealand Under-16 girls team. Co-captained that team, I believe.
Single coverage this time in the backcourt. Cooney, mid-ball screen by Kiritana.
Great
nice
pass.
roll from Patia.
That's a good look.
Lani Albert to her left hand. Caitlin Hull.
I like this ball movement here from Hamilton girls. Kuru Fifi Turu is good. Lani had 4 of those in her semi-final and looked like she hasn't cooled down today.
When her feet are set, she's got a nice looking jumper, the lefty.
And Palace looks to give one right back. Nothing on that one. Hamilton girls will be happy with that.
Day 6, the legs are heavy. You're going to need a bit more juice to get the ball in. There's got some tired bodies out there.
Early lead for Hamilton girls here. Still 8 minutes and a half to play in this quarter. Pressure broken relatively easily. Honey Cooney does a good job to get over the screen there. Boom!
Good screen by Elise Gilbert. Cleans up Hokianga as Lani goes back-to-back from the Kuru Fifi Turu land.
They'll have to do a better job of getting out to her because that's her second three-point shot.
Absolutely. Palace Hokianga defended well by Kailani. A great matchup.
Nice body control by Highland, but short on the jumper.
And just turns the ball over a little bit out of control. We'll see our first subs here.
And you see them all going small?
Yep.
Sub rotations could be key today. You know, tired bodies, getting people in and out, staying fresh. As Hamilton girls into their 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, worked pretty successfully for them against Westlake for a majority of their semi-final. Lovely kick out. Honey Cooney utilises her shot fake.
Easy to bite on that shot fake when she's a known shooter.
And no good. Great rebound. Hamilton girls off to the races. They thrive in transition. That's a really nice finish.
Yeah, lefty lay from Elise Gilbert.
And we see an early timeout here from Tauranga Girls College. I'm going to give this over to the two brains of the commentary booth, guys. What do you think coach of Tauranga College, Gina Cooney, needs to change?
Well, the transition bucket there, you never want to give up transition buckets, particularly off rebounds. Live ball turnovers are a little bit harder to stop, but Alani Albert is going to be a key, finding her. She's hit back-to-back threes, so making sure that we're running off her line, putting on her right hand.
Any further thoughts, Mel?
I also think, you know, the on-ball screens that Tauranga Girls College are setting, they're not being utilised well enough, so there's massive gaps for defenders to get over. So we need to do a bit, they need to do a better job on that, and just, locating Kailani Albert early with those back-to-back threes like Ryan said.
Totally agree. A early 10-2 lead for Hamilton girls. Just under 2.5 minutes have passed. So I believe they will need a little bit of a run here. Like you said, minimising transition buckets. I think there's been quite a few already. Hamilton girls had about 25 to 30 points in transition yesterday, so that'll be a key to slow them down a little bit. The
other thing Coach Cooney might be talking about is where she wants her players to attack that 1-3 zone. 1-3 zones are not that common, although they have been particularly common at the secondary school nationals. So some players may not have had much experience against a 1-3-1.
This is true. A little bit of backcourt pressure there, but handled relatively well by Tauranga here. Nice little breaker cut into a handoff.
As we talk about the 1-3-1, they drop back into a man.
Classic. Doing a very good job to maintain on the perimeter here. However, Honey Cooney Well defended. That's a very great defensive position for Hamilton.
Tough shot. Beat the first two defenders, but Elise Gilbert coming across from help side, deflecting the ball there.
I believe she had 4 monster blocks in the semi-final yesterday. Big part of her game.
As Tauranga girls apply a bit of token man pressure just to chew up some shot clock.
And again, that on ball on the wing, very successful so far. Great pass to the roller. Elise Gilbert coming out firing.
Aggressive coverage showing that time.
An early 10-point lead here. Looks like they're in a 3-2 now.
Yeah, Hamilton girls really changing it up.
Yeah, for sure.
They are. They're doing a great job of disrupting defensively by the different looks they're showing, stifling the offense for Tauranga Girls College. Areta Kahura with a drive, unable to connect.
And transition once again. Timipara Walker can't get that one to go. Pallas Hokianga does a great job to contest that. I'd love to see Pallas get going a little bit here. We know that she can score like there's no tomorrow. Kuru Whiwhi Toru, no good.
Nelson with the tūrapa. As Timipara slow things down.
So good job there to protect the transition, disallow an easy bucket.
That's, yeah, not... Lani Albert, non-left-handed. She's got all that room to operate. They're playing with fire there, the Tauranga girls.
Still in there, 2-3. Haven't really touched the paint too much today. Kuru Whiwhi Toru, no good. Tauranga girls just having no luck at the moment.
Space for Gilbert on the left-hand wing. Gets into her post moves and up and in.
Not much Honey Cooney could have done there. I think she moved her feet pretty well and contested that. Just a significant size advantage.
Impressive start here by Hamilton girls.
100%, 14-point lead. Still 5 minutes to play, but Tauranga girls definitely struggling.
Back into the zone, contesting shooters.
Kuru Whiwhi Toru.
Areta Kahura with a 3-pointer there.
Banks are open on Saturdays in Te Papeoia.
And that shot was generated out of a penetration from Pallas Hokianga, drawing 2 players to find an open teammate.
A very high IQ player, Mel, I believe.
Sorry, what was that?
Very high IQ player,
Yes,
Mel.
yes.
See some subs going here. Anika and Riley will take a seat.
Caitlin Hull long off the jumper, and then a foul committed in the backcourt.
Bucket here could take the lead.
It looks like almost a 2-1-2 zone, but there's certainly a number of different looks shown by Hamilton girls here early. It's
Almost picked off by Kailani there. Not a lot going here offensively for Tauranga as they commit a travel. So just struggling a little bit on the offensive end, aren't they?
It's hard to get a rhythm when that man 1-3-1 extended pressure 2-1-2. So good job by the coaching staff and the Hamilton girls being on the same page, changing up that defense to establish this early 11-point lead.
Nothing to fret about though, like so much time still left to play. Just a little bit of adjusting to do. Pallas Hokianga doing a very good job.
Unlucky there, but too much contact on the drive by Caitlin Hull, and the hardest committed by Kahura.
Yeah, it was a good initial job. I just caught her on the side a little bit, I suppose. Look like they're going to stay in their man, and they'll have 14 seconds here to cook up an offense. Timipara Walker does a good job to stay on 2 there. Can she get 3? Yes, she can. It is hot in here.
Well, I hope Lani Albert keeps shooting like that next week when we're in Papua New Guinea trying to qualify for the Asian Cup, because she is on fire at the moment.
And does it on the defensive end as well. Forces Tauranga into a tough shot. Offensive tūrapa only... Oh, they reset the shot clock on that one. That's a good shot from Hokianga.
Big contact there on the board as Murunga fouls Hull on the rebound. It will be Hamilton girls' ball. I believe Lani Albert has at least 11. She's got a lefty lay and 3 threes.
Yes, she has.
That was good math there, Ryan.
I'm tracking the points.
Despite being a social studies teacher, I can do basic arithmetic.
So both Kaylani and Elise Gilbert are top scoring for Hamilton girls at the moment.
And she can do it all. Can't get the N1, but we'll go to the line for a pair of kuru tautokus. 14-point lead for Hamilton early. 3.5 minutes left to go in the quarter. No good. Better 3-point shooter than a free throw shooter.
It's worth more.
That's what matters, right? Yeah, free throw shooting not excellent for both teams in the. Actually, Tauranga girls shot the free throw very well yesterday. Hamilton girls definitely struggled.
Tough pass there.
Early quarter Fifi Turu is long.
Rebounded well. Hamilton girls will go in transition. Tauranga doing a great job. And can't get the finish to go.
Just as we compliment Lani for getting hot, she's missed the lefty lay and her 2 free throws as Tauranga girls have a chance to eat into the lead. Honey Cooney.
Great footwork
from Cooney.
Can't get the N1, but lovely footwork, able to play off 2 and draw the foul. They very much needed that, and Anika Highland will come into the game to no surprise. Probably just wanting a little bit more scoring firepower. They're struggling a little bit at the moment.
Good patience taken on that shot. They had a potential for an early shot in transition and slowed it down, and then Honey Cooney had some space and went to work and drew the foul.
Well, like we've seen this team be a good scoring team. Yesterday, Anika Highland, 23 points, Pallas Hokianga, 22, Honey Cooney, 21. Like we've seen the efficiency that these girls can play with.
And as we said, you know, it's been a long week, so it might take some time just to get the blood flowing, and hopefully they're not down by too much when they find their rhythm, as Elise Gilbert gets up the kura Fifi Turu and is left off the iron.
Easy offensive two-up, but Timapara Walker will have a go now. No good, but almost another offensive rebound. Tauranga girls will be happy to secure that one. They'll go in semi-trans. Honey Cooney just looking to create. Nice find. Can't leave her open.
Hokianga short in the kura Fifi Turu. Offensive rebound for Highland.
Great kick.
Nice extra there.
Yeah.
Honey Cooney doing a very good job at utilising her shot fake. Had a hot hand yesterday, so people are going to be hot closing out on her. Hamilton girls going in transition, their favourite offence. Tauranga girls are doing a much better job at slowing that now and disallowing them, forcing them to score in the half court.
There.
Another offensive two-upper. Oh, does a good job to keep that in bounds. They'll stay with possession. 7 seconds to go.
Game's just lost its flow a little bit. Neither team been able to put the ball through the hoop in the last 120 seconds.
Pallas Hokianga heard you. She heard you, right?
She said not anymore as she draws that contact. And one.
Pallas Hokianga having a great year, averaging 22 points in this tournament. I believe she was Youth Player of the Year in the Tauihi League and the MVP of the Rapid League. So she can get it done, that's for sure.
Timeout, Hamilton girls.
What are they saying in this timeout? What do we think?
Probably just slow it down. Like they're getting really good looks, but they're just not going in. So perhaps a little bit more discipline to make sure they're taking advantage of these good looks.
I think too that Tauranga girls are usually a transition, offensive-based team. That's been taken away from them at the moment. And like Ryan said, they are generating looks, but I don't think they're great looks, so they need to work the ball a bit more by moving bodies and moving the ball a bit better.
I'd like to see the incorporation of a couple more actions as well. I think they play a lot of freestyle basketball with penetrate and kick, but sometimes it doesn't create a lot for them, and like you said, probably not the best looks that they could create for themselves. Early 19-8 lead, though, still pretty comfortable for them, and they've had control for a lot of this game. Under 2 minutes to go here. Fly Palmy Arena, it's all on the line for the bronze medal at the moment.
As we see St. John's just getting some early screen time in before their third and fourth playoff on the big screen.
This is a tough game to play, though, right? Like, last day of tournament, everyone's fatigued, you're gutted because you lost semi-finals, especially both these guys having 3-point losses, so it's pretty tough to get up for these kind of games.
Absolutely.
But weren't the semis great last night? They're all such close matches, and there's so many people in here watching the game, and I'm sure there's a lot tuning in from their couches, on their phones or on their computers or TVs, just watching in. It's seriously good to see some of the best talent coming through in youth in the country. Yeah, the live stream was really handy. I didn't stay for the last boys semi-final, but I had it up on my phone once I got home to see Wellington College close out the win over Rotorua boys.
Offensive rebound off a free throw. Once again, Anika Highland, an incredible rebounder. Pallas Hokianga says, I'm going to cook. Draws yet another foul. That's a tough move. She almost pulled back on Gilbert into a hezzy and then went again straight away and got straight past Gilbert. Unfortunately, couldn't get the bucket to go, but fouled in the process. Super crafty. She's got a lot of little moves in her little toolkit, but it helps if she converts on the free throw line as well. And the ability to get low as well, like it's impressive to see. Yeah, definitely got good balance and a good core. No good on that second one. Obviously, Pallas not happy with that. They'll apply just a little bit of, like you said, token man pressure to slow these guys down a little bit. They drop him back into his zone. Looks like Tauranga girls are going to try a 2-3 zone look here on Hamilton. Ball reversal to Anaya Nelson, a very capable three-point shooter. Nice high post flash. Elise Gilbert eats up and one. Give me that. Yeah, really patient high post flash. I thought she might have wanted to come a bit earlier, but really good timing. And she swept to her right hand and got the hoop in the harm as she goes to the free throw line looking to add an additional kuroto tuku. No good. Honey Cooney, easy rebound for her. They look to go in transition. And great finish. Good finish there from Maya Kahura. Yeah, that's a tough finish. Bring the lead back to 10. And they'll be back in their 2-3 zone. Pallas making Elisa's life hard. And that's a great wall up. However, fights for her offensive two-upper. Bodies on the floor. Tauranga girls will come up with it. Clearly this game means something to these ladies. We see them diving on the floor. And Elise Gilbert will be on at least 2 fouls now. And with the foul count on both sides, that will send them to the free throw line. Yep, so sub will come in. Caitlin Hull will come in the game for Elise. She will not be happy with 2 early fouls. Chance for Honey Cooney to trim the lead to single digits. I believe that's the first time since Hamilton have got out on their run. And you can trust Honey Cooney with her jump shot. And perhaps a good thing for Honey Cooney to see the ball go through the net at the free throw line after missing some early kurawhiwhi turus. No good on that second one. Classic commentator's curse from Ryan. Cheers, Sarah Double D. They are within single digits now, however, and looking to keep it that way. Great penetration from Temepara Walker. No good. They've just... A lid has been put on their bucket. Really struggling to score since they got out to their early lead. Most of this time, Lani Albert, who helped them get this lead, has been on the bench getting a rest, so perhaps the injection of her shortly will help And Hamilton. That'll be 2 fouls on Nevada Moringa as well. I can't quite see the paddles, though. I don't think the paddles are operating down there this morning. The Auckland Grammar boys. Tough loss, so... It's always the worst when you lose on the last day and then you have to do bench afterwards. It's the worst feeling. Absolute worst. Especially if you're in driving distance of where the local tournament is and you want to get on the road to get home and you've got to stay another couple of hours to play your part. Temepara Walker good on that first kuru toe toku. She did a great job on the defensive end to snatch that right out of Tauranga's hands, and good on both of those. Sometimes it's the motivation you need on the last day. Look, boys or girls, if we don't win, you've got to stay an extra 2 hours in Paradise North. Who would not want to be in Paradise North? Ryan saved me from the rain this morning. Thank you, Sarah Double D. Almost a turnover from Tauranga. 7 seconds now to work with. Who else would you want the ball in the hands of? Kurawhiwhi Turu's long. Walsford with the rebound and Anaya Nelson with some space to operate. Great pass to Temepara Walker. All air on that one. Pallas Hokianga will have 4 seconds to operate with. Can she get something to go? Oh, good effort. Yeah, saw Pallas Hokianga trying to get a glimpse of the clock, but
the way Fly Palmy Arena is that it's right above where the players are playing, so they have to rely on their benches for the most part because of the angle of the clock.
I thought she did a pretty good job. And coming to the end of the first quarter here, an early lead for Hamilton girls, 23-12. However, Tauranga a little bit more success. What do you think they need to do offensively to have a little bit more success and cut away at this lead?
For Tauranga girls, I think they need to just be more aggressive on the offensive end. They're being very tentative. You know, Hokianga 6 points, Hanikuni only has 2, Anika Highland yet to score, and the Kahuta sisters having 2 each. On the flip side, Hamilton girls with Kailani Albert and Elise Gilbert scoring well for their team with 11 and 8, Temi Parawuka with 4 and Anaya Nelson with 2. And you see the score clock's gone back to 0.
That is not correct, by the way.
Yeah, just need to wait for that to be fixed up. But Hamilton girls are doing a great job. I think that zone was, you know, a great kind of change-up defensively for Tauranga girls. So we'll see if they're going to stay in that or go back to man-to-man. But actually, Hamilton girls have done a great job. I think I've seen 3 different defences in that quarter, which has probably thrown Tauranga Girls College off.
Yeah, I felt Tauranga girls fell into the trap of taking some early 3-pointers that weren't quite open or in rhythm. Their best offense looked to be when there was space for Hanikuni or Hokianga to operate and they got themselves to the line. I would like to see that continue, and then if the defense collapses, then you can find the shooters in rhythm.
Yes.
But I do echo your comments, Mel, on the zone from Tauranga girls gave Hamilton girls some trouble. When Lani Albert returns, if they stay in the zone, she's going to be one to look out for.
I think the depth of Hamilton girls as well, challenging Tauranga a little bit. I've just done a little bit of maths. Anika, Palace and Honey scored all of their team's points yesterday for Tauranga. Not another player even got a layup or a free throw. So, like, that's a pretty tough way to operate. And I think Hamilton girls have capitalised on that a little bit and done a good job to slow their efficiency down. And that's probably why we're seeing only 12 points in a quarter from them.
Yeah, and just like you said, you cannot have only 3 players scoring. I mean, during the game yesterday at the half, only 1 player was in double digits at that time, and so for the other 2 to step up, but also you need others to contribute with 1 or 2, even 3 or 4 points here and there to help the team be successful.
Tauranga girls will get us underway in the second quarter of the 3rd and 4th playoff here at the National Secondary Schools tournament here in
Paradise North.
Te Papeoia, the clearing, as it translates. Fun fact is Palmerston North used, well, Manawatu used to be a dense forest once upon a time.
Ryan, very proud of his hometown, eh?
I grew up as a kid playing in this gym when I was at Awatapi College and then QEC, and to come back in here and see what the Fly Arena looks like now. It used to be all green courts down here. 4 courts in a row, 5 courts in a row, 4. And we used to travel here with Minties basketball to the Magpies tournament. It was the tournament of the year, and yeah, and those tournaments no longer happen. You're more likely to see Hoop Nation for the Labour Weekend tournament here, but fond memories in this arena. Yeah,
they certainly put some time and money into this particular arena to get it as good as it is currently.
Anaya Nelson here looking to push the pace for Tauranga girls. Nice little handoff to Caitlin Hull.
I believe Tauranga box and 1 as we see McGlenihan denying Alani Albert with the remainder of the Tauranga girls in a box zone.
Not a bad strategy there from Jenna Cooney.
It's the adjustment to the adjustment of the adjustment to the change-up of defences.
There's a lot of adjustments you just fired out there, Ryan.
And with these guard-to-guard screen actions, very switchable, so there's not much advantage being created off that. McClanahan looks to go, dumps it off. Palace Hokianga unable to convert with the reversal.
And just giving Hamilton girls a chance to go in transition, which they are able to capitalise on. Riley still doing work on Kailani. And no good, but offensive two-dupper once again for Hamilton girls. They must be climbing up.
Loose ball scramble there, and Highland comes up with it behind the back, surveying the floor.
Ball to Riley here. Great penetration and nice little dish. They have 10 seconds to operate with now. Palace looks to get something going. Just having not a lot of luck to start the quarter. Both teams struggling to put the ball in the basket.
Worsford long on the long two. I'd like to see her behind the three-point line there. It's not far away from getting the extra point if she moves back a fraction. Hokianga slowing things down.
A lot of contact in there, and the refs are happy to let the ball game just flow at the moment. Nice to see.
Great kick out and extra pass there. Caitlin Hull, little midi. Gets her offensive rebound. Creates a second chance opportunity, and they capitalise.
Another two for Albert off the offensive two-dupper.
Great drive and kick there. Riley open as a bird. Oh, just can't get it to go.
See, I'm okay with that three. That's a penetration. Didn't get all the way to the paint, but you've drawn the help, and it's a rhythm three despite not going in.
And yep, foul there. Hands reaching in for Palace. I believe it's only one, so no issues here for Tauranga girls. We'll see a substitution come in. Ruby Jones did a very good job against Lauren Whitaker in their semi-final yesterday.
Yeah, she did, and she's only a junior, but great experience for her to mark one of the best bigs, probably the best big at this tournament. Arguably, everyone would agree with that.
Kuru Fifi Toru for Anaya Jones. Sorry, Anaya Nelson. My bad.
Anaya Nelson currently with 5 points, but Kailani Albert Neha is sitting on 13. And although they've put the box and one on her, while the box looks good, they need to do a better job of actually boxing out.
Yes.
The hardest thing in the zone, right?
Yeah,
is rebounding.
100%.
Can be disruptive and force outside shots, but if you're not getting the rebound, then you're spending longer and longer and longer on defense, giving teams multiple opportunities to put the ball through the hoop.
100%. Riley doing a good job there, just allowing the catch for Kailani. A little bit of spacing issues here, but at least Gilbert opts to just go to the rim. Not a bad offensive option.
Tough finish, made something from nothing there after the poor spacing to initially start that position.
Almost a 20-point lead now for Hamilton girls. Tauranga yet to score in this quarter.
Gilbert now in double digits as well for her scoring, so sitting on 10 points.
As it's tipped out of bounds, and we'll get a sideline out of bounds. 13 on the clock.
And no paint touch yet for Tauranga, so hard to generate any offense without a paint touch. Hokianga will just look to do it herself.
Good things happen when you get the ball in the paint.
100%. I think we've seen not a lot of that actually here today. You know, they're breaking the point at like 10 seconds with only 10 seconds to operate, and that's a pretty hard way to generate offense. Hokianga just deciding, I'm going to do it myself. Thanks, guys.
As you see on the replay, Elise Gilbert very cautious not to commit her third foul. Caitlin Hull comes across and helps her and decides to challenge Hokianga's shot and send her to the free throw line.
And 1 of 2 for Palace there. They get their first point of the quarter. Just under 7 minutes to play here. Caitlin Hull going to do it herself. Steal here for Tauranga. Could lead to a bucket.
Hokianga now sitting on 7 points and a top scorer for Tauranga Girls College at this point.
Honey Cooney looking to get hot. Yes, she can. There she is, Honey Cooney, Kuru Fifi Toru.
You don't want to give Honey too many open looks because she can shoot the ball at a very high rate, as she displayed yesterday in the second half against St Andrews, as Elise Gilbert replies with the free throw line jumper.
Can't afford to just trade buckets, can Tauranga girls. Got to do work on the defensive end. Skip pass, picked off, but they remain possession. Can she hit 2 in a row? No, she cannot.
That was a good look.
That's a good look. Yeah, you're happy with that, especially if you just hit 1 in the last possession.
Fortunate, though, after the long cross-court pass, as Albert can't reply, but the offensive two-upper falls straight back to Hull, and right time, right place as Lani Albert never stops moving and gets an open look.
I feel like there might be 8 offensive rebounds now for Hamilton girls. They're eating them up on the boards. Early floater, Riley, the young gun, gets it done. 34-18, 5 and some change in this quarter.
Hits the floater straight away, denying Albert to keep it from touching the basketball.
Still in their 2-3 zone. Anaya Nelson cannot make them pay, but another offensive rebound. Hanekuni securing that one, ensuring her team a possession. No one's going to slow her down.
Just mishandled the ball there. Saw the backdoor cutter, but couldn't quite get the clean catch to get the pass away on time. As Albert, floater game, good.
She's got a nice little float game. I believe that's 3 little floaters in a row.
Very strong left-handed player, so you know, if she's got the ball, force her right and make her do something that's not quite as comfortable as Hokianga gets her own floater to go.
Love to see someone else get going besides Hokianga. I believe she's up to, is that 10 now, Mel, possibly scoring half of her team points. So, you know, difficult for them to take a lead or chip away if it's only her being able to generate anything. And I believe we're going to see Kitatana in the game for the first time since the start.
We have a timeout called, and I would assume it's for Tauranga, but bench did not pull the right point in either direction. Look, I'm sure Tauranga girls, look, for the most part, they are getting the first initial stop. The problem is they are standing and watching the rebound and hoping it's bouncing to them, while Hamilton girls are pursuing it, and they're continually scoring from their second chance points. So whether they stay in the zone or not, we'll find out shortly, but they have to go and hunt that loose ball if they want to get themselves back into the game.
Oh, they do. I think they're stuck in the mud at the moment. Yeah, and like you said, an incredible amount of ball watching. They need to locate bodies and just turn and box them out and actively hunt rebounds. It's just, they just need to do better. Yeah,
Hamilton girls kind of, it's seeming as though they want this game a lot more. Tauranga girls have come out with a little bit of a flat energy, and like you said, they're not seeking out rebounds, and Hamilton girls are just eating them up on that end. I'd love to see what they're up to now. I believe it could be upwards of 10.
A phrase I once first heard from a coach by the name of Ryan Weisenberg: defense wins games, but rebound wins championships. Now, this is not the championship game, but Hamilton are controlling the boards and are controlling the games. If we had an official box score, I'm sure that their number of shots would be significantly higher than Tauranga girls, because they're controlling the defensive boards and they're controlling the offensive
100%.
boards.
And we just see Kailani Albert Neha got 3 left-hand floaters in a row, all out of offensive rebounds. And that's obviously a position you don't want to put her in, an open left-hand floater. She's going to convert. And if you want to chip away at the lead that's now up to 17, you're going to have to do something about those offensive rebounds.
The other thing is, like, obviously, when you get an offensive rebound, or give up an offensive rebound, the opponent gets a second shot. But you're just spending more and more and more time on defense, which everyone, most 95% of basketball players would rather play offense than defense. So you will kind of want to even out that time.
Riley Kuru Fifi Toru is good. Bang, bang from the young gun. Lead is still at 15 for Hamilton girls. Can they get a stop here? Looks like they've gone
through.
Oh, offensive rebound again. Kick out, Anaya Nelson.
Step back, long two though.
Step back, Bobby Jack.
She's currently on 9 points as Anaya Nelson.
Hokianga, Patea ball screen, rolling with a lot of traffic there.
Yeah, tough
that
pass.
Was tough because there wasn't that much space separation there. So, yeah, a really tough pass from Hokianga to Patea.
Great pass to Altia Nordstrom, who can't get the finish to go.
Surprised that Albert passed that. She was going to her favourite left hand, and she just hit a few floaters.
Great pass, Palace, and even better receive.
Yeah. Athletic catches. Cooney wide open for the Kura Fifi Turu is long.
Offense turned up and now for Tauranga, and that's a great find to Kiriana. A little easy, nice pocket there brings the lead back within 15. Still 3 minutes to play in this quarter. They've gone out of their no catch on Kailani.
Yeah, bit of a 3-2 zone, but happy to give up these jumpers as Anaya Nelson has certainly got her eye on. That's 2 Kura Fifi Turus in a long two that should have been a 3.
Yep, lead almost at 20 now. Possibly, you know, want to reconsider the zone defense considering their hot 3-point shooting so far. Altia Nordstrom, a huge rebound. Elise Gilbert, tall point guard. And no one's going to slow her down, so she's just going to go to work, and that is why she's heading away with New Zealand Junior Tall Ferns.
Too easy from Tauranga girls. She loves that move, and if they've played each other a number of times, so you probably know it's coming as Hokianga gets a nice floater, the hoop in the arm, but you can't be giving up easy buckets like that to Hamilton girls and expect to get back in this game.
Yep, totally agree. We'll see that one more time. Pallas Hokianga is doing it today. She does not want to lose this game. She is a fierce competitor.
She's currently sitting on 13 points, and Anika Highland is still scoreless in this game, which is concerning. So she needs to get going to help the team. And they do need to do better on defence. They need to take some pride in their defence.
Totally agree. As Timapara Walker not even slowed down there.
Just on that last foul, that huddle was committed by Elise Gilbert, which is her third. So she'll take a break for at least the remainder of this half, and then perhaps with this lead, she might even sit a bit longer into the second half.
Pallas Hokianga looking to operate in transition. Great 2-foot finish. Honey Cooney, can she get number 2? She can't. That's a huge rebound there. And they've done a good job to stop the transition. Kaylani, great kick. Good footwork. Can't get it to go. A big rebound.
Tough shot, contested back over to your right hand as Cooney surveying the space.
And yep, a lot of contact on there. They're going to come up with the foul. That's only 3. A minute and a half left until halftime in this bronze medal match. We'll see that one more time. Yep, hands all over her. I think it's a fair call from the referees. Could make it back to 15 now.
Here's Highland looking for her first points of the game. Spin, step through.
Nice
Lovely.
footwork.
And just
that
like
is
that.
her first basket for this basketball game.
I mean, this
only a
might
bit of
help
time,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Sorry as I cut you off. Not near
Oh,
mine.
yeah, no, that's all right, mate. And look like they're in a bit of a 3-2. Oh, Anika's going to follow Kaylani. Possibly she's been given the no-catch assignment. Another offensive rebound. They just want it more, right? And they're giving their team second chance opportunities as Caitlin Hull capitalises on that. Extending the lead out now to 17.
Nice lefty floater with the right handle. Beautiful pass by Hokianga, and McKinnon obliges with the right hand lay.
Riley taking a bigger role than she did yesterday. A couple of early floaters and an early 3 as well. She's keeping them in this ball game. Offensive rebounds.
Yeah, quick shot by Bella Capri-Nelson there.
Great kick out.
Caitlin Hull short on the long 2-point jumper.
And just a 2-second difference between the shot clock. Looks like Pallas just wants to create.
That's nice move there. See the elongated step, draws the contact up through, and she earns herself another 2 koroto tukus.
She's doing a very good job to get herself to the free throw line. I believe this might be 7-8 possibly tonight. Good on the first one. Can she go 2 for 2? No, she cannot. My bad. My bad, Pallas. That's commentator's curse. Kuru 52 on its way. No good. Another O-board. Kiritana going to work. Honey Cooney not having as much luck as she did yesterday.
Hamilton girls keep giving her the open shot though, which is playing with fire as she gets one up after the buzzer.
Good first half from both these teams here. However, Hamilton girls with a 14-point lead. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back for the second half.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on. gentlemen, blue points.
This isn't about what we wore back in the day.
We're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
From us, it's a huge thank you to New Zealand Carbon Farming. The opportunities and the sponsorship that's been provided is pretty crucial for our school.
We're buying new volleyball gear, so volleyball nets, balls, and the stands to attach the volleyball nets to the floor. Volleyball is a very popular sport. Kids find it to be fun.
We'd just like to thank you from Tauranga New High School. See.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times.
Kia ora everyone, no mai haere mai, welcome to the second half of this AA Girls Bronze Medal match. I'm Maya Williamson and I'm with two legends of the game, Ryan Double-Dam and Mel Bennett. Hamilton Girls with a significant 47-33 lead. What do we think of the first half, guys?
Well, just my whakaaro anyway, Hamilton Girls have come out, you know, like right from the get-go, right from tip-off. They've come out with that mentality and attitude that they would like to win this game. They've shared the scoring really well with 3 players in double digits. Offensively crashing boards, getting a lot of O-boards in. So Tauranga Girls College just need to do a better job defensively and generate better looks for themselves on offence. That's my thoughts anyway.
Yeah, I'd agree. Look, Lani Albert's shooting it really well, playing it really well, and they've done a hell of a job creating second chance opportunities, which has really kept them with this lead, helped build this lead and then keep this lead. One thing perhaps Hamilton we're talking about, look, they've given Hani Kuni a lot of open looks, and you would say that she's not going to miss them forever.
Yeah.
Tauranga Girls side, good things happen when they've gotten the ball in the paint. They just haven't got it into the paint as much as they'd like. And then obviously they've got to sort out their defensive rebounding, whether they go back to a man, whatever they're doing, you got to get possession of the basketball. Because if they can't eat into this lead, then they're going to have to start to speed it up and create some more positions.
As a coach, are you going to come out here in a zone if you're Tauranga Girls, or would you like to see a man?
I'd like to see them change it up every now and then. It's just, you know, to throw Hamilton Girls off a little bit. You saw they played a little bit of box and one, some zone, some man, but for the majority of the first half they stayed in a man-to-man defence, which, yeah, they were getting exposed a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with the man. Look, I don't think there's a need to deny Lani Albert. You know, Anaya Nelson and Elise Gilbert have got a rhythm. You just got to rebound.
Yeah,
absolutely. What I'd do defensively is I'd probably try and force Lani Albert to her right hand, and then if Anaya hits one more, outside jumper is running off the line. But you know, rebounds are going to be crucial here. They have to get stops.
Totally agree. We're just about to be underway in the second half of this bronze medal match. Hamilton Girls with a good lead right now and a lot of game control. They've had a lot of momentum here today, seeing if they can carry it on. Also like to apologise for my previous mistake. Palace, Anika and Honey did not score all their team's points, but did score a significant amount of them.
And as we say that, we know that Tauranga Girls can fill it up. They won the third quarter yesterday by 15 or 16, scoring a 31-piece.
Absolutely. Elise Gilbert, better defended, however, give away a foul. I like that they're looking to double her, though.
Back to her drive left, spin right.
It's knowing personnel, right? Like, you know which way Kaylani's going. You know which way Elise is going.
Particularly as in-zone rivals and playing each other, you know, a number of times throughout the year.
Totally. Good kuru tautoko there from Elise Gilbert. Extends that lead now to 15. She's had a good morning so far. Just as I say that, my bad, commentator's curse is heavy this morning.
Been like that all tournament, has it?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Hanikuni, nice little handoff to Pallas, who comes off at full speed. No good on that left hand, though.
I do like the intent there from Tauranga Girls. Much more speed, you know, coming off that handoff. The spacing could have been slightly better, but the intent was good.
And having the ball in Pallas's hands, right, like that's a great look. Getting her downhill. Nice little backdoor cut there. Caitlin Hull is all over her, so she'll be whistled for a foul. And that was just a backdoor cut from Pallas.
They'll get another opportunity baseline out. Let's see what they can conjure up.
Love a good blob.
Yeah, blobs are, I do like blobs as well. If you can run good blobs, you're generally getting your team good looks.
And Nika just fumbles the ball a little bit
Yeah,
there.
almost a double dribble there from Highland.
Hanikuni uses her jab. Great find.
That was a great find from Hanikuni, just Kahura unable to scoop that in.
However, we've seen a better start offensively for Tauranga Girls, right? Like a couple of good looks. You can't be unhappy with that. Just a little bit of a fumble, but it's the last day of tournament. Like, there's a bit of fatigue sitting in here.
And that Hanikuni deserved that attention because she's such a good offensive player. So that was a nice little wheel as a backcourt violation is committed.
Tauranga Girls with a chance here to snip that lead a little bit. They've had a good offensive start. They've had a couple of nice looks. So we'll see what they can conjure up this time.
As we get a close-up of Caitlin Hull chatting to her coach on the bench is Highland. Right hand off the glass.
So it'll be key for Tauranga to get her going. Ball unable to be slowed until the three-point line. And Aya Nelson does a great job. Simapata Walker.
Oh, beautiful footwork.
Hello.
You're roll.
Ryan recreating that for us in the commentary booth. Thank you, Ryan.
Real ability to stop on a dime there and step through. I've seen that a couple of times in this tournament. Really good body control from Timapata.
And it doesn't gets it done on the defensive end as well, stopping Pallas Hokianga from doing anything. Riley no good on the Kuru Fifi Toru. A big rebound as well.
Here comes
Anahita Worsford with the ball in hand.
And we see Riley again forcing Kaylani to her right hand. However, Kaylani, any inch of space, she'll get going. Can't connect on that one, but again, those are not the looks that you want to be giving up to Kaylani.
Yeah, noticeably on that screen there between Kaylani Albert and Elise Gilbert, no contact. So
yeah.
Just the presence of someone coming to see the screen allowed Lani to get her to her favourite hand, but unfortunately could not get the lap to go as Timapata almost loses her responsibility.
Pallas Hokianga left open. Kuru Fifi Toru
is in the end.
Good. I like that. Within 12 now, but Kaylani here is looking to go downhill and just breezes by. Nice kick out to Anaya Nelson. And
I think if Nelson had been right in the corner, she would have got a three-point attempt, but just a initial matter of spacing there.
Well rebounded there. Much better job to crash the boards. Riley, big kick ahead. Nice reversal pass.
Ooh. Kahura with the three-point attempt and her own rebound.
Hamilton Girls just gone a bit missing there on some matchups. Getting a bit lost. It's two open threes, one that Hokianga made and one that...
And this is what happened yesterday. They went to sleep a little bit in the third quarter. But
Elise Gilbert.
There you go, Elise Gilbert. Make sure they're back on track. Now with 17 points.
It's her morning. She is having a ball game for sure. Pallas can't get that one to go. A couple of missed layups here for her today, which is quite an unusual sight.
Nelson, Kurafifu Turu, long. Pallas a chance to go on the break. Nice pass.
And you want to be making those right. You're down 14. You can't afford to give up bunnies like that.
Ooh, bit of a travel getting away
bit
with
of footwork.
Happy feet as Lani was like, you know what, I'm just going to drive into a wall and commit a travel, as the game kind of just opened up there for a good 60-second end-to-end action with...
Kahuna did a good job to wall up there, though.
Palace looking to get a set going as she eyes up the opposition.
Early contested 3 for Anika. Possibly want to work the ball a little bit more before you take that kudu for Whitoru. And Hamilton girls now allowed to go in trans. And we're going to see a hands foul whistled on Honey Cooney, I believe.
As a coach, I generally, unless you would like contested 3s taken in the last 4 or 5 seconds, unless you've hit like 3 or 4 straight and you're hot.
Totally agree.
Yeah, look, that decision making is questionable.
Yeah.
We'd have to understand that 7 games in 6 days? No, more.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's a lot of games. 5 pool games, quarter. No, sorry, this would be the 8th game of 6 days. So, you know, they're weary, that they're not fresh, so.
And I think also being down 14 forces you into some rash decision making as well. They're just desperate to get some points on the board, especially Anika Highland with a slow start for her scoring. Ball into the hands of Honey Cooney. This is a nice little matchup we have here. Palace Hokianga haven't touched the paint yet on this possession. They've only got 8 seconds to work with.
And a bit of a show from Gilbert, but Hokianga is all the way to the rim, unable to finish. With a rebound out to Cooney.
This was the end. She hit all her 3s yesterday, but long on that Kurufifi Toru.
Elise Gilbert looking to get going. Uses a hezi to get on her right hand. Honey Cooney says no thank you.
Probably could have dropped that off to Lani Albert, who was on her open for a left-hand lay, as we see the replay here. As perhaps a little bit of a hint of a double dribble. So
yeah, I was just thinking that as well.
The basketball gold shining on Tauranga there, not allowing the lay.
And low seal there, recognises the mismatch with Honey Cooney. Great cut for Caitlin Hull. Can't afford to fall asleep off the ball.
Nice basketball, Hamilton. Elise Gilbert using her post presence and a good off-the-ball cut by Caitlin Hull.
And I like that decision-making from Honey Cooney to give up and look for a better shot.
Yeah, nice.
She could have shot that. She could have shot that, and with her high shooting clip, she could well have made it as well. Good decision-making and great transition defense. Oh.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Good call by the team in grey, as we get some substitutions for Hamilton girls, and Tauranga girls will have 19 on the shot clock.
I felt that may be Timapata's 3rd. She walked off the court pretty confident that she was getting a sub, so I imagine there's a little bit of trouble there. Only 2, actually. Honey Cooney looking to size up Caitlin Hull. Great kick out. And, yep, travel call on the pivot foot there.
Just ticked under halfway through the 3rd quarter, and Hamilton girls have a 16-point lead, ball in hand.
And they've had a significant lead for the most of the ball game. Had a run at the start, and Tauranga girls have just really struggled to eat away at that. Good defense by Palace, but again, you can't afford to fall asleep off the ball.
Exactly.
Hamilton girls just diving from the 45, able to capitalise on the fact that they're falling asleep, and the lead's almost at 20 now. Great ball reversal.
Okay.
Who else would you want the ball in the hands of? Finds a gap. Can't get the M1, but will go to the free throw line to shoot up here.
Good job by Hokianga creating something from nothing there, but if we just analyse that position, that ball went from left-hand corner, left-hand wing, top of the key to right-hand wing, and everyone just stood and watched. There was no advantage created, no ball screen, no down screen, no dribble handoff to confuse the defense. So it makes it really easy to guard.
Yeah, 100%. And these girls are not easy to guard, but they're making themselves easy to guard.
And it's only because of Hokianga's brilliance that they've managed to get some points out of this position.
Hokianga now with 18 points.
And good on that first kudu Tautoku, and good on the second. We'll see a sub come in. Timapata Walker straight back in the ball game.
Perhaps they thought she was on more fouls than this official score sheet says, so quickly back in the game. As not quite at a press, but everyone was up at the back court. Nonetheless, Hamilton get it over halfway and inside the allotted 8 seconds.
14 seconds to work with here, not a paint touch yet. Palace doing a good job and just
comes out with the steal there.
Cookies. Palace, what can she cook up here? Looks like she's ready to get a bucket. Nice pass. Ball will go back to her.
Mrs. Hanakuni open in the corner. There's Partia in the post.
Nice cut from Palace there, however, can't deliver the pass, and it will be Hamilton's position.
We've got dual bigs here for Tauranga, so perhaps might cause some spacing issues.
Yeah, although Honey was open in the corner, I'm not too sure if Palace could see her. Maybe she needed to lift a little bit to be seen.
Timapara Walker will run the point, and Honey Cooney doing a good job. Honey Cooney has guarded 1 through 5. She's been on Kailani, she's been on Timapara, she's also been on Elise Gilbert, so she's doing some work on the defensive end, that's for sure.
Got away with one there, going under on the slight moving screen, and Albert Long in the Kurafifi Turu as Hokianga brings it back up.
No struggle whatsoever with the ball pressure from Palace.
Good defense by Caitlin Hull, but ball falls back to Tauranga on the offensive. Tūrapa and up and
Good
in.
finish from Maya Kahuta there, now sitting on 4 points.
And they'll be happy to get some points on the board. Still a 14-point deficit for Tauranga girls. Great defense. Nice split kick extra. Kailani, can she get her 5th? No, she cannot.
Yeah, Caitlin Hull would like that pass back. Unfortunately, not the best pass, and disrupted the rhythm a bit for Alani Albert.
Nice skip pass to Palace Hokianga there. Can't connect. Tauranga girls, despite a shooting clinic from them yesterday, unable to really connect multiple times from the 3-point line. Big rebound there will allow Tauranga another possession. Ball will go into the hands of Palace to no surprise. And that's just too easy, right? Like, you can't let her get into that kind of space.
Back to 12. Tauranga haven't found much flow, but they're slowly chipping away at this lead. And still 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So a chance for single digits before the break.
And we're going to see a travel call. So possibly a little bit of momentum gained here. And Coach Lana Kershaw will ask for a timeout. She recognises the little mini run that Tauranga have now gone on.
It's smart timeout. Try and stem there. A little bit of momentum as the crowd pipes up for Tauranga girls.
I think she's called a great timeout, and probably for Tauranga Girls College, as Hokianga is looking absolutely gassed at the moment, and she's having to generate the points now, sitting with 21 points. So timely for her. Yeah, definitely. But I think they're going to have to kind of keep going back to her, right? Like, there's not a lot of creation from anybody else in this Tauranga offense. And like you said, pretty stagnant as well. So she's having to do a lot of work against a lot of defense.
As we see a close-up of Coach Kershaw rallying her troops to see what they could do to stop that. This is a slight hint of momentum by Tauranga girls as the referees go to call in both teams so we can restart the action. Any adjustments you'd make if you're Hamilton girls coach? Probably just, hey, look, we don't need to rush our shots unless we're wide open at the rim, or it's Lani Albert or Nye Nelson at the three-point line. We can run offense. Yeah, definitely. Particularly, you know, mid-range twos, we don't need those early in the shot clock. No, especially not contested ones. And with the ability of Kailani to score as well as Elise Gilbert, like, you want to work the ball to get them open lanes, right? Like, they've been successful today. I believe Elise was up to 17, you said, Mel? Yes. Yep, Elise is with 17, Kailani with 17, and Anaya Nelson with 14. Wow. So Hamilton's big three coming to the party. And they've done a good job to elevate their pressure now. Tauranga girls haven't got a paint touch yet, and there's 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice skip pass, Anika Highland gonna have to put that one up. So again, like, they're just not forcing Hamilton really to play much defense. Right, so the first possession after half time, they came out with that really good intent, and it's just lacking a bit. Yeah. If they can get into their sets a little bit earlier with a bit more intent, they'll put the pressure on Hamilton to make the mistakes. Totally agree. See a nice wing on ball there for Anaya Nelson. So already we've got 2 ball screens by Hamilton and balls in the paint, and
Wow.
You know, you're getting to your favoured right hand by Elise Gilbert. So two chances for advantage, side-to-side action by Hamilton. A stark contrast into Tauranga's offence as Hamilton drop into their zone, but the ball will stay with Tauranga.
Elise Gilbert, really a nice touch around the rim. Like, a really great finish, able to get to her favoured right hand. That was a tough finish.
Elise is really smart, and she uses her body and her footwork very well.
Nice, easy there. Great find to Pallas Hokianga, and she connects.
Kuru Fifi Turu.
It's her morning.
Now sitting with 24 points.
Wow.
And the nearest scorer to her for Tauranga Girls College is Riley McClenaghan with 7.
Wow. She is doing overtime work. Lead is only at 11 now for Hamilton Girls.
That's a great pass.
Oh, unfortunate there, and they get the rebound. What can Pallas Hokianga do now?
And a chance to cut it to single digits.
Yeah, and that'll be very encouraging for Tauranga, especially if Lana Kershaw, coach Hamilton Girls, probably doesn't want to take another timeout, right?
Unfortunate turnover there by Nika Highland, because the skip pass to Cooney was good, and Cooney actually managed to knock it down after the whistle.
Under a minute here to go in this third quarter. Like we said, lead is cut to 11 now. Looking for a high post catch. Elise Gilbert turns and squares. No good, but offensive rebound to no surprise.
Elise Gilbert just out hustling there. Kiritana has to respect that face-up jumper. She has the ability to hit it, but as soon as that shot goes up, you got to go make some contact and box her out. And if she doesn't decide to crash, at least you got more room to go hunt that basketball. As Gilbert knocks down her first kurutotuku.
And she's now sitting at 20 points.
So she's had a great morning. Hopefully this momentum can carry over in Papua New Guinea. And good on the second. Tauranga Girls now with their last possession of the quarter, most likely.
Just see what they come up with. Still the two big lineup.
And looks like Pallas is running the baseline.
High-low. Oh, just not quite the spacing there for that kind of action. And Lani Albert will slow things down despite the ability to step into a three-pointer. They'll make sure they take the last shot. And Nelson says, no, we're right. We'll give Tauranga Girls the last shot as I bury a kura Fifi Toru.
Nelson stepping up big time. She's sitting with 17. Hokianga with a floater from the 3.
So 63-47 now, heading into the fourth quarter. It's doable for Tauranga Girls. We've seen bigger deficits, but they've got to make some adjustments.
Look, they were right there. They almost had it to single digits on the turnover with Anika and the kick out to Hani Cooney. But then you give up the offensive board. Gilbert gets to the line for 2 free throws, and they kind of just fall asleep expecting Hamilton to wait till the last few seconds to make the shot. But she was like, hey, you know what? I'm shooting it well. I'm in rhythm. I'm wide open.
Why not?
I'm going to make you pay. And now it's back to 16.
Any thoughts from you, Mel, on any adjustments Tauranga can make to kind of make this a bit more of a ball game?
It's probably the same thing we said at the half in terms of looking after ball, especially with the rebounding, and at the moment they're turning the ball over with passing errors, so they really do need to tidy that aspect up of their offense.
I'd love to see a little bit more movement as well. Like we said, Pallas Hokianga having to do a lot of work. Like, she's very efficient, but she's having to put up some pretty tough shots, and they're just penetrating into still defense at the moment, not able to really generate a lot. I don't believe we've actually seen many uncontested shots in that entire quarter.
Yeah, no, Hamilton Girls have actually done a great job that quarter defensively. Came out a little bit lackluster after the half offensively, but they've seemed to find their groove again. But there's another 10 minutes to go, and as we've seen all week, that this lead can easily evaporate.
Look, we saw Hani Cooney was at 3 or 4 threes in a row yesterday.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, so we know they can fill it up. It's just whether they catch fire or not.
Exactly.
As we see Hamilton Girls out of the timeout early, and Felix Sparks calling in Tauranga Girls, despite there being 20 seconds still on the clock before the quarter is supposed to start.
I believe it's actually Austin Smart there, Ryan.
Ooh.
Austin Smart of Canterbury. But that's okay.
Apologies.
We all make mistakes.
Apologies.
Don't we, Sarah Double D?
Yes.
Ball's going to be Tauranga Girls College. They're going to have to make some big adjustments, especially offensively. I'd love to see a little bit more movement from these girls in this last quarter. Everything's got to go on the line now for this bronze medal match. We're good to go, and we will get underway into the fourth quarter action here in Fly Palmy Arena, Paradise North. A little bit more movement. So, yes, they've come out with a lot more urgency, a lot more intent. High on ball for Honey Cooney, but it's a moving screen. Ruby Jones there just shifts her feet a little bit, sticks the hips out, and Hamilton girls will get their first possession of this quarter. Making it hard on the inbound pass. Temapara Walker, let's see what she can do. I like this on-ball look to get Kailani onto her strong hand. She rejects, though. No good on that one, but again, offensive rebounds.
And Hokianga has to contest that, knowing Nelson's been shooting it as well. But unfortunately cannot get the two-upper as Gilbert back in the post.
And
good
really well defended.
Yeah,
really well defended, forcing them into a shot clock violation.
first of the game, I believe.
You're happy with that? That was a great position, forcing Elise Gilbert into a dead zone and then doubling her out of that. They kind of had nowhere to go.
Highland surveying.
Still a little bit stagnant.
Cooney up top. Yeah, 15 seconds before they really get any kind of penetration or anything moving. The energy in the arena picks up here in Fly Palmy, and the turnover is, here comes Temapara, who's got some nice speed, but an errant pass, and ball will go straight back to Tauranga Girls.
Tauranga Girls probably got away with that one there. They'll be wanting to get some buckets on the board. Well, I'd love to see Anika just go to the rim on that one. Yeah, energy has really picked up. A lot of comms. Crowd noise is picking up a little bit. Palace does a great job.
Good.
Stops and pops.
Good defense from Hamilton Girls, the show from Gilbert, and then the ability of Lani able to stay in front. But the offensive two-upper into the Koro Fifi Toru.
Hokianga now with 27 points.
13-point lead now for Hamilton Girls, but more of an urgent start. Elise Gilbert, though.
She sold that with that scoop under. Very smart move from Elise Gilbert.
Yeah, the fake handoff. She keeps the ball going to where all the space is on the court, and difficult for Ruby Jones to stay in front without committing the hutter.
Yeah, a bit of a slower game for her yesterday with just 10 points against Westlake Girls, so she's very much come alive in this bronze medal match.
Buries the Koroto Tuku.
Extending the lead out now to 14, could possibly be 15 with a made free throw here, and yes it is. We'll see some substitutions coming in. I think getting Riley in the game is a smart move. Like, she's been a good injection of energy. She's made a couple of floaters, can hit down an open three, and defensively just brings a lot of intensity.
You'll see Jayla Teki as well, number 11, who's come into the game. She's a little workhorse defensively. She has no fear. But yeah, back to Elise Gilbert now, sitting on 23 points, has been doing a fantastic job scoring and leading her team.
No good on that one. A better offense, an uncontested look. Just can't get it to go. Kailani Albert Nika. That's not a terrible foul in transition, to be fair.
Stops the break.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Hamilton Girls showing zone in that last defensive position. 3
early fouls here for Tauranga, so still 8 minutes to play. Could get in the bonus for Hamilton Girls early. And they've shot the free throw pretty well today as well.
Oh, small to big ball screen. I like it.
Good help in from Jayla there.
Great defense by Hokianga.
And they're going to have to stop and pop. Temapara able to connect with the bank on that one.
Banks are open on Saturday morning.
17-point deficit now. Tauranga Girls unable to break single digits since the first quarter. Honey Cooney, you cannot leave her open, but it's not her morning, is it?
It's not her day, unfortunately.
It was a good shot to take though. She was wide open.
Absolutely. No qualms in taking the shot, just cannot get them to go today. Temapara responds and makes her Kura Fifu Turu. Timeout, Tauranga Girls.
She is having no issues. 20-point lead now for Hamilton. 7 and some change in this quarter, but Tauranga are just struggling.
Yeah, biggest lead of the game here, and you know, a lot to turn around as time starts to become the enemy for Tauranga girls.
Yeah, and Temepara Walker now with those back-to-back baskets taking her into double digits with 11 points.
Yeah, and Hamilton, like they had a lead against Westlake yesterday, about a 10-point lead, and then blew that one away to lose the game. So they'll definitely be wanting to, you know, maintain this momentum that they have right now and secure the bronze medal.
As we see a close-up of Tauranga girls, seeing what they can change up. They're going to have to look, if they want a chance of winning this, surely they're going to have to start putting on some pressure to really speed up the game. Otherwise, there's not going to be enough positions left for them to get back into it.
Mel, what would you change if you're Jenna Cooney?
Yeah, she needs to throw everything out there right now, and that includes full court disruptive defence.
Absolutely. Whether their full court pressure is a run and jump or a zone press, whatever one they've practiced the most, they need to chuck out there now and see what they can get going.
Yeah, no harm in trying, right? Like if it doesn't work, you adjust again, but you might as well give it a go.
Oh, and just a rebounding effort too. They need to start focusing on grabbing all of the rebounds that they can, because, you know, that's the only way to generate more points, is to have possession of the ball more, which is creating turnovers. So you will look to see that full court defence.
And Hamilton girls elevating
and getting
the pressure.
offensive rebounds as well.
Anika Highland breaks that pretty easily. Nice split kick extra there. And a great ball reversal. Palace Hokianga. And Aya Nelson lost her a little bit on that one.
She did.
Great penetration, footwork. But a travel is going to be called. So Nick Choi not happy with Honey's footwork.
And really good job by Caitlin Held not to bite on any of the multiple pump fakes Honey Cooney was using there.
100%. And a turnover is costly. Hamilton girls could extend the lead to 22 now, which will be the biggest of the game.
Good tip by Hokianga as the right to left crossover from Gilbert goes Australia.
There
Highlands.
you go.
Coast to coast off the turnover. And the pressure is there. Back-to-back turnovers.
Great pass back to Hokianga. Now she's got space to work with. She'll cross. Kaylani doing a good job. We're going to call that a pass.
Rebound.
We're going to call that a pass. Riley McClenahan.
10 on the shot clock.
McClenahan looks to go to work, draws the foul.
Number 4 on Elise Gilbert. No, so if the pressure remains by Tauranga girls and they can get Gilbert out of the game, we'll make it a little bit more attainable.
I believe Riley is quite young, if I'm not mistaken. She definitely was at the under-15 nationals with the Tauranga team that earned a silver medal. Mel, are we sure what year she is?
She's either year 9 or 10. That's a great question. She is very young. Yes, and part of the Tauranga City team that got the silver medal at under-15 nationals this year.
As she swishes the first quarter to tuku. As we get the close-up of it.
And she's currently the second top scorer for Tauranga Girls College with 8 points.
Temepara Walker in space.
Good little matchup we have there. Palace, overzealous on her contact. I like that she's pressuring the ball. However, just a little bit too much. Nick Choi not happy with that.
And the next foul will be shooting, so a real risk-reward situation coming up, because Tauranga do need to speed this game up, but any errant foul will see Hamilton at the line shooting koroto tokus.
Yeah, they need to be up more on the ball. Ball pressure needs to be up and in. Hokianga gets the offensive call from Walker. Didn't really see it a great angle from where we're sitting, but would like to see the replay on that if possible.
I looked at Temepara when Hokianga did a good job staying in front. The offhand from Temepara extended outside of her cylinder, so it's an easy call as Hokianga. That's a tough shot.
Now
Caitlin Hull did a really good job.
She did a really good job just standing her ground, but Hokianga managed to finish that.
Good defense. Ride takes a big
long
chest
two.
bump. And it'll be Tauranga girls ball.
Chance to cut it to 12 or 13 here. Still 5 minutes as Elise Gilbert returns, carrying the 4 fouls.
You got to take that risk.
And Walker with 4 fouls too, I believe. With that offensive foul.
Nice kick ahead. Oh, an early kuru whiwhi toru for Riley there. Not sure it's the shot you're seeking out if you are Tauranga Girls College. Anika Highland, though, does a good job to slow Kailani down. The intensity is high, like it's loud in here. Tauranga Girls have supporters behind them.
Spacing not great here by Hamilton. Let's see what they can come up with.
You're going to see a blocking call against Palace there. She is working defensively, like she's putting in the mahi, but that'll be number 3 on her. Elise Gilbert getting herself to the line. I want to say this is maybe 9 and 10 or 11 and 12 for her tonight.
She'll be up there. Lots of practice before next week when we might need her to knock down some crucial free throws to secure a top 2 spot for the Junior Tall Ferns.
Heading away tonight, is that right, Ryan?
Yeah, off to Auckland tonight after the girls' final, and then early tomorrow morning we're Port Moresby via Brisbane.
Anika Highland showing her handles, finds Honey Cooney. Can she
open
connect?
Look for Cooney.
Just a bit short.
Yeah, it's just not her day. We all have games like that. Unfortunate timing for Honey Cooney.
And you can understand why perhaps the outside shooting hasn't been as great as game 8 of 6 days, as the lefty floater is strong by Caitlin Hull.
And Honey Cooney played 39.53 minutes yesterday, you know, so she will be exhausted. Nia Nelson has had success, utilises her shot fake well, no help defence there whatsoever. It's starting to slip out of the hands of Tauranga Girls right now. Lead almost back at 20.
With 4 minutes 20 to go, it's looking tough. There's a nice
Hokianga
right
with 31
to left
points.
Inside hand.
Like,
that's one of her signature moves.
If she has an isolated one-on-one that close to the basket, she is scoring.
Albert slows things down, orchestrating. Wing catch.
Empty corner on ball as well. So much space to operate with. Tough shot. And they've got to go. They've got to go. Coach Jenna Cooney is screaming at them to go.
Tough pass. Highland for 3. Can she get going?
No good.
Short off the tupper.
And a foul. I believe we're going to see free throws.
And that's team fouls, so they'll get to have shots at the other end. Oh, no. It's actually on Hamilton Girls, that foul.
Yeah, ref pointed the wrong way initially. That's okay. We forgive you. Baseline out of bounds now for Tauranga Girls. They need a bucket here. See what they can conjure up.
As we get some baseline footage.
And that's a timely steal for Elise Gilbert, able to anticipate that one easily.
No real passing angle there, and a lot of hands. And
difficult pass.
Yeah.
And hands
and foul, and they'll send them to the line.
Hamilton Girls playing one heck of a ball game today.
Lani Albert here, near on, able to ice the game if she can convert her 2 quarter toe tukus.
Just as you say that, Ryan.
Short.
Whoopsie daisies. Still comfortable though for Hamilton Girls. They've had game control really ever since the first quarter. And she's good on that second one there, extending the lead out just that little bit more. No option for Honey Cooney at the moment. Anika Highland will give the ball to Palace, who will just try to operate one-on-one. Holy moly, she is good.
Tough move. You know, a lot of space for Hokianga to operate, and going to work on Caitlin Hull has come. Hamilton comes straight back and
Can't
wide
leave her
open.
with that. You cannot leave her open.
Started making threes, ending making quarter fifi turis.
Impressive morning for her. She wants the bronze medal, and it's looking like she's going to get it.
It does look that way, and that last 3-pointer took Albert to 21 points.
Was that number 4? Could have 52 to number 4,
yes.
I believe.
A couple 20-point scorers for Hamilton Girls.
I think that is Nia Nelson's 5th foul as she's clapped out of the ball game. 3 minutes to play here in the bronze medal match. Looking like Hamilton Girls, if Tauranga can't do anything to change here, will go away with the bronze.
I'm not too sure if they're questioning the foul count there.
But we'll say what the scoreboard people have goes. We'll be underway.
Yep, thumbs up by the team in grey as a much better baseline out of bounds. And Hokianga in and out on the Korowhiwhi Toru, an unfortunate foul on the tūrapa, and Timapara Walker will walk 80 feet to the other end and get a pair of free throws.
And lead could be near 20 if she makes these. And that'll be difficult for Tauranga girls. Hamilton girls have played one heck of a ball game today, and I've loved the way that they've maintained their momentum the whole way through. You know, yesterday we saw them lose their lead a little bit, and today they've made some adjustments to make sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, they certainly have. They've started the ball game this morning with a hiss and a roar. Unfortunately, Tauranga girls have not been able to clap back on that.
And good on that second one there.
18 points, 3 minutes to go.
There's still a lot of time though.
Palace is going to have to put something up there, and she does. It is her morning, man. She is on fire.
They will need to take quick shots like that. So
it comes up with a steal.
Like this. Nice
pass.
4 points in about, feels like 4 seconds, and yep. Smart timeout by Hamilton. You know, hints of momentum from Tauranga girls that they're going to have to talk about taking care of the ball and making sure they take good shots. You know, 14 points in 2.5 minutes is a big ask, but we saw it yesterday.
Yeah,
less than 24 hours ago, we saw Hani Cooney hit 4 threes in a row, so it can happen.
And Hamilton girls will need to work on keeping the ball out of Hokianga's hands.
Yeah, for sure. And like Tauranga also in quite a vulnerable position being in the bonus, so they need to make sure they're disciplined in this defence. Like they need to elevate their pressure a little bit, but don't want to be giving, you know, chance for 2 easy points for Hamilton as well.
And it comes down now because both teams are in the bonus.
Yeah.
So it could be a stop-start game. We hope not, because we know that some of the girls and staff need to get on a plane.
Yeah. 5:05 flight from Palmerston North to Auckland now. We need to make sure that the girls' final is starting on time. The other thing to consider, Timapara Walker and Elise Gilbert both on 4 fouls. So if Tauranga can draw some fouls, stop the clock, and perhaps get 2 of their better ball handlers out of the game, certainly opens it up for a bit of a comeback.
This is true. It'll be interesting to see how these last 3 minutes unfold here in Fly Palmy Arena. It has been a great bronze medal match, that's for sure. And good to see the teams getting after it. Like we said, this can be a really tough game to play, so good to see both teams maintaining intensity all the way through. Elevated pressure to no surprise. Palace Hokianga going to go to work. Handled well here by Anahira.
Trap over the halfway, but gets rid of the pass early.
Elise Gilbert.
Tough shot.
Good foul discipline there.
Here come Tauranga girls. Whoa, I thought she was going to pull up there.
Oh, and loses the handle on the ball.
But steal or no steal. Foul called there, overzealous on the trap. Anahira will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, unfortunate turn of events as we see the replay. We see the foul coming through almost right in the hands of Hani Cooney, but she could not control it, and a fortunate bounce towards Nordstrom, who ends up at the free throw line.
And
Worsford, Anahira. She's you know, played for Northland representative basketball, but is actually in hostel boarding at Hamilton Girls.
And good on the second there. It's becoming out of reach now for Tauranga girls. 15 points and 2 minutes left to play. Riley, no good. Offensive tūrapa, however. And a good fine. Anika's going to have to pull. Good!
That's what they need, early threes.
Crucial shot for Highland.
Clock stops after every made basket now. We're in the last 2 minutes.
Palace.
We're going to see a trap soon, I'm sure. Nope.
No traps. You kind of want it, especially in that area. Trapping zone is to get a double on that.
They're doing a good job of containing at the moment. Timapara Walker looking to work against Hani Cooney. And again, just reaches in with the hands.
As Timapara steps through, you can see Honey's hands coming down, which makes it easy for the referees to call. And I guess the only silver lining here is that the clock stops for Tauranga, and they hope that Timapara cannot convert, which she does.
Good free throw shooting tonight from Timapara Walker. 13-point lead now, could possibly be 14 on the make. And we're going to see a timeout from Tauranga Girls College. What are you doing coming out of this timeout?
Well, Highland just hit a 3, so do you go to Highland for a second consecutive, or you could potentially use her as a decoy? I suspect that Hamilton's focus will still probably be on Hokianga, and if Highland or Kearney take a 3, as long as we contest, we'll live with it. We've just got to make sure that we take care of the ball and there's no turnovers, and they'll live at the free throw line trying to ice this game.
I also think you need to send 2 to the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like, they can't just have single coverage right now. They want to disrupt.
I wouldn't even wait till halfway.
No.
It's got to be up the court
Yeah.
and getting some traps and taking away the clogsless passes and give up a furthest one.
Like in that last position, it was just containment, and like they did a good job. However, like that's not enough to win a game.
Particularly been down 14. Now, if it was a 7-point game, with this time, sure, containment, you get away with it, but 14, you got to speed it up.
Totally agree. See Hamilton girls there looking locked in, looking composed. Like we said, they threw away a lead yesterday, so they definitely won't want to be doing that 2 days in a row, and they'll be wanting the bronze medal. Next up, we have the boys' 3rd and 4th playoff between Rotorua boys and St. John's College, both going down in close semi-finals again yesterday. So it's looking to be another great bronze medal match coming after this one.
So both bronze medal matches are Zone 2 rivals.
I'd like to see it.
Zone 2 rivals. We've got a Zone 4 versus Zone 3 final on the boys' side, and a Zone 4 versus a Zone 1 final on the girls' side.
So, yeah, the South Island getting it done.
Just one South Island team in the top 4 between the respective genders.
No, Waimea College and St. Andrews College.
Apologies.
Goodness me.
Aroha too.
Ball inbounded to Palmerston North, looking to cook. Anika just hit one.
Good job by Hamilton coming out in the zone, but here's Kunu, a wide open 3, buries it, there she is. Caught a Fifi Toru. Now they need to trap and get some steals. 90 seconds on the clock.
They need to send 2 there.
Yeah, see, like, it's a containment we talk about, right? You can't afford to just stay in front. You've got to send 2 to the ball at this point in time.
Highland right there to help Cooney on the trap, but decline not to, as too much aggression on the handoff. And again, Albert back to the free throw line.
Two kuru tautokus for Kailani Albert Niha, a good free throw shooter.
You know, can't be trading 3 points for 1 point or 2 points. There's just not enough time.
Absolutely. Yeah, 1 minute and 18 seconds and 11 points. Like, that's difficult, and you've got to be throwing everything at this point in the time. And doesn't connect on that second one. So Palace.
Got to go fast here, Tauranga girls.
They're going to have to get something on the board. They can't waste much time.
Here it is.
She's going to have to pull it. Can't connect, and that's a huge rebound. Doing a better job to throw 2 now, however.
Great kick ahead. And probably decision here to pull it out.
So we've broken the minute mark here. And again, just containment from this Tauranga girls side. Hamilton College will slow things down.
7 on the clock. Going to have to go to work soon if they want a shot. Might be happy to take the violation as the runner from Walker in and out.
Offensive two-dupper though, Elise Gilbert.
Story of the game, right?
100%, and she has done some serious mahi to rebound on both ends of the floor. Containment, not enough. And I think it's going to go the way of Hamilton girls, whether or not there's a basket here.
Under 30 seconds to go as Cooney surveys.
Riley will rip and go. Draws a foul on Timapata Walker. However, 16 seconds to go in this ball game. I think we're going to see it go the way of Hamilton girls high here today.
And overall, they have played the better basketball for the 40 minutes and do deserve to be the bronze medalists here at the National Secondary Schools. Totally agree.
Definitely a deep display of girls as well. We've got multiple girls in double figures and multiple girls who have done great things to lead them to a victory today.
And credit's got to go to Payless Hokianga. She's done her best to claw their way out of this hole. Just unfortunately, Highland and Cooney not able to show the shooting display of yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Timeout called here by Hamilton girls head coach Lana Kershaw. and it is feeling out of reach for these Tauranga girls side. I mean, they've fought really hard, especially notably Pallas has done serious work. I don't even know if she's had a break today. I think she's played the full 40.
She's played the full 40, as well as Hanikuni.
Yeah.
Hamilton will have asked to advance the ball, so there will be a 2.9 second shot clock differential. Interesting. I would probably prefer to take it in the back court. You've got more space to inbound it. And also,
you get to control the position for
you don't have to shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to foul. The front court, it still should be too many points for Tauranga to call back. And the front court, less space to get open, more chance of a run through, steal, and a layup.
However, if inbounded, I imagine we see Tauranga may give up fouls as they have been doing the last few possessions. Be interesting to see what happens in these last 17 seconds.
Defend this inbound play.
As Team Grey calling the two teams to complete this bronze medal matchup between Hamilton girls and Tauranga girls. A Zone 2 rivals.
Yes, Zone 2 rivals.
Albert Nihart will control the inbound. Pallas Hokianga will try to make it difficult. And that is a lovely inbound play, and we're going to see Riley McClenahan give up a foul there, sending Timapata to the line.
Interesting little play by Hamilton girls. Not even a back screen to free up Timapata, just used her quickness to
get open down there.
Yeah, and a good pass into space where only Timapata could get it, and McClenahan has to commit the foul. 2 seconds run off the clock.
We're going to see Hamilton girls opting to put some subs in. So we'll see, I imagine, some young girls who haven't seen a lot of court time in this tournament will get 14 seconds, but a timeout will be called by Tauranga Girls College. I believe number 6, Hayley Forbes, are coming into the game. River Walker Pittman's younger sister, so comes from a good basketball family.
And I think we're all out of timeouts after this one by Tauranga girls, so there'll be no more timeouts. We'll play the 14 seconds out and congratulate both teams, and then look forward to the matchup between Rotorua boys and St. John's of Hamilton.
Josh Thompson will be joining me in the commentary booth for that one. Puakai head coach, and will be heading away to Papua New Guinea as head coach of the Junior Tall-Ferns, alongside Sarah Double D here as his right-hand man. We've had a lot of knowledge in the commentary booth these last few days.
Hopefully educating the viewers a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not too much jargon, and if we've used it, we've explained it.
Ryan's a bit of a nerd sometimes, so he can get carried away.
Like my acronyms, blobs, slobs, ATOs.
Such a nerd. We'll see. Be interesting to see what Tauranga girls do here, who they go to. You know, there's probably 3 possible people we can imagine the ball will go to. Pallas Hokianga will control it. And Nika Highland is going to go downhill. Finds a lane, gets it to go. However, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really think you need to foul here. Hamilton girls, as the final buzzer goes, 10-point win for Hamilton girls to earn them the bronze medal here at the AA Secondary School Nationals. Congratulations to Hamilton girls and coach Lana Kershaw for the bronze medal win. Stick around for the boys' third and fourth playoff between St. John's and Rotorua, commentated by me and the lovely Josh Thompson. Noho ora mai rā.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
This is a call to action It was really hard to try and keep it together every day.
I need some help.
Simple tools.
Is he here with his body or is he up here with his hinengaro?
For parents in need.
E tino he hena hau ki te whakapakari, I ahau anō.
Tāhua. Mai te tirohanga Māori. Kids don't come with a manual with Nathan Wallace. Ki whakaata Māori, me Māori Plus.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go once. We're going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel, accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. And to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who've been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students and for our community. The support from Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
You want your tamariki to be a part of the community. Keep getting all these feelings like he's never going to fit.
That gets pretty hard.
I'm so grateful that Clara has answered those prayers.
There's just always this bias away from our tamariki. We really need this done.
Our code of compliance, it's a big thing, and we ain't gonna just stop because we're stressed.
Super kura. Ki whakaata Māori, me Māori Plus.
Good morning, everybody. The Tauranga girls, we were the last round of the
Kia ora everyone, and welcome to the final day here at the Basketball New Zealand Secondary School Championships. We have the boys' bronze medal match here today. St. John's College versus Rotorua Boys High School. They both fell short in some close semi-finals yesterday, so it's going to be a tough matchup here today in Fly Palmy Arena. I'm Maya Williamson, and I'm joined by the legendary Josh Thompson.
Legendary? I don't know about that.
I would say pretty legendary. Yes, this is going to be a great matchup that we have here today. Obviously, like I said, both teams just falling short in their semi-finals last night, so they'll be wanting to get up and get after it for the bronze medal. All right, I'll take it away with the Rotorua Boys High School list. At number 4, we've got Christian Vanot, 5, Callum Tanoa, 7, Te Ako Bennett, 8, Xander Masters, who will not be playing due to injury, 9, Tutau Rarino, 10, Cooper Ipo, 11, Homera Moka, 12, Manaya Nikora, 13, Jackson Bell, 14, Shane Gifkins, 15, Piri Piriti Moana Nui, and 21, Charles Anderson, coached by Theo Tate and assisted by Mark Allers.
And yeah, they'll take on their Zone 2 rivals, St. John's College out of Hamilton. Number 4, Samuel Magoff. Number 5, Elias Lepo. 4, Bobby Niels. 7, Dylan Ho. 8, Kobe Reed. 9, Carter Hamlin. 10, Vincent Linden. Number 11, Mahana Heke. 12, Dominic Pierce. 13, Kyan Daniels. 14, Hunter Savili. Number 15, Max Skinner, and coached by the one and only Pookie Linden and assisted by Brandon Widdett and manager Yelena Simmons.
Yeah, so they had a great contest yesterday against Waimea College. I believe they ended up losing by about 15-ish.
Yep,
yeah.
15, I
However, very close contest, had the lead at some points, but Waimea College is too sharp and shot the ball well at the end of that game.
Yeah, definitely. St. John's were really good. And as we see our referees, our Kobe Lucas, Blake Rozanowski, and Elijah Mariko.
Love the team in grey. And for Rotorua, they were short-handed. Obviously, Xander Masters has averaged 30 points in this tournament. As a junior Tall Black, supposed to be going away at the end of today to Papua New Guinea, but obviously won't anymore. So they lost 30 points a game, which became very hard for them offensively. Christian Vano took the load with 35 points, played 38 minutes, 4 steals, and I think he shot 8 3-point. I think he had 8 kuru whiwhitorus in that game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he had a very good game, but, you know, they kind of struggled a little bit with their losing their key. Losing Xander, obviously, as we see in their picture there with his wrist braced up, casted, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate for Matt Lacey and his junior Tall Blacks team too.
100%. Anybody we should keep an eye on for St. John's College that you saw yesterday, Josh?
I really did like the look of Carter Hamlin. You know, he's a do-it-all kind of guy. He's good, very good defensively early on. And Kobe Reed, I was really impressed. The afro, he's not that hard to miss. So Kobe Reed was very good around the rim and attacking. So look for those two, and obviously, you know, Elias Lepo makes their engine work too as their point guard. So.
And I believe Manaya Hike will also be going away with the junior Tall Blacks for St. John's College. So another one to keep the eye on. I believe we're going to have a very good ball game here today, and again, both teams wanting to be in the gold medal match, and both came very short, so they'll be desperate to get a win here for the bronze medal today. Sometimes this is a really hard game to get up for. You know, it's really hard to come after you've come so close to your goal, but I'm hoping that we see people get after it today.
Yeah, kind of like you saw Tauranga girls come out a little bit flat in the third and fourth game beforehand, and it is tough, but we're here at Secondary School Nationals, and you're playing for a medal.
Yeah.
So, you know, the rose gold, as we call it. So, look to both teams to be competitive, and I think it'll be highly contested, you know. Zone 2 rivals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of how they come out defending each other. They've seen a lot of each other this year, obviously, like you said, being Zone 2 rivals. So it's going to be interesting to see the adjustments they can kind of make, especially Christian Vanot catching fire yesterday, 35 points, like we said,
Yep.
8 kudu 50 turus. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of how they decide to slow him down. And then again, Charles Anderson, 16 points and 8 rebounds, a few of those offensively. So I think those would be the two that I'll be interested to see what kind of adjustment St. John's can make to slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, interesting to see. Like, you don't genuinely see a third and fourth game where both teams have lost 3 games in this tournament. So the incorporation of the preliminary final is huge. And,
Totally agree.
you know, both these teams finishing second and third. It's third, St. John's third and Rotorua second. So, you know, it's a good inception because at the end of the day we have, you know, 4 best teams in the top 4 and 2 of them playing for a third and fourth medal here. So third.
And like we said, that's a little bit of a grudge match considering the pass between these two. Rotorua boys finished first in their zone, beat the Rotorua boys, the St. John's team in the semi-final only by 7. So again, bit of a grudge match. We've got some hostile kind of feel between these two teams. So I'd love to see them get after it, especially St. John's wanting a win and could be able to capitalise, as obviously Rotorua knows Xander Masters, who's had a great tournament. 22-point game, 23-point game, 37-point game, 46-point game, 36-point game. Like, you know, he has caught fire this tournament. So big adjustments for Rotorua boys. We'll be getting underway shortly. However, I think it's just a couple of scoreboard issues.
Yeah, I've had trouble with the scoreboard throughout the week.
Yeah,
so
we have.
It's interesting to see that we're still having troubles with the scoreboard. Myself, I'm hoping that the scoreboard runs smoothly because I'm out of here.
He's got a flight to catch after the girls' final. So let's keep things on track. And looks like we're going to get underway here in this boys' bronze medal match. Tip goes up and secured by Rotorua boys. Callum Tanoa.
Yep, formerly of Palmerston North Boys High School.
So straight away, a no-catch assignment given to Christian Vano. And he does the right thing by setting away screens.
Yep. Yeah, funny enough, we talked about that last night. About what do you do if you're getting face guarded or denied? You want to become the screener.
Yep. Yeah. You want to become the world's best screener. Charles Anderson there draws the foul straight away. Not even 20 seconds of action, and he'll see the free throw line for the first and definitely not last time tonight.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with him coming off the bench last night. He gave Rotorua some energy when Wellington kind of had a lot of the momentum.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And was hard for them to guard. They didn't really have the size.
Yeah.
However, couldn't get it done. See if he can connect on a second free throw, and he does. First points on the board for Rotorua boys. Let's see what St. John's are going to run here offensively. Little action.
And handoff into an on ball.
A lot of movement, I noticed, from these guys. They move the ball very well, get the ball into the hands of a capable scorer, and a late foul call there.
Yeah.
Goes against, I believe.
Anderson.
Yep, Anderson. So won't want to get him in foul trouble, that's for sure.
Yeah. And there's our man. Yeah, it's hard to miss with that, with the locks going there. Kobe Reed.
Had 25 points in the semi-final yesterday, 23 in the quarterfinal against Christ College. So a very capable scorer and has had a good, successful back end of the tournament.
Yeah.
No good on that first free throw.
You know, these are the games that you want to play your best basketball, back into the competition when you are playing for medals. So as you'll see, Tanoa using his speed to beat the pressure.
Good kick to the corner there. Christian Vano gets released from the pressure. But sometimes, you know, your decision-making becomes blurred when you're getting full denied. You're just so hungry to score. You know, it's probably quite a hard shot for him to make, but obviously being full denied, he just wants to get his. Ball goes into the hands of Kobe Reed. See what he can do. Lovely ball movement here and a good short corner shot. Big rebound for Rotorua.
Almost an offensive rebound there from number 13, Daniels, being active.
Callum Tanoa, also a very key part of Rotorua and a great scorer. Unable to connect on that one. So a couple of short photos here for Rotorua.
Yeah, as we see Heke up the floor, missing the little mid-range.
So Christian Vano will be happy to have the ball in his hands. Fast guard, but he gives it up. Kyan Daniels making his life very difficult, especially with the long arms, the genetic advantage over Christian Vano.
He's doing a good job at denying as we see the little...
Oh, that's just, classy. Christian Van does a good job putting him in jail, then splits the double team, able to get a finish to go.
He just held him on his back there as Daniels went over the screen, so smart play.
Kobe Reed going to work and one. Give me that. Draws the foul against Moka. Trying to be physical there, but a little bit overzealous. Kobe Reed going to work.
He had the Kobe going. I did want to say that last night. I didn't really have a chance, so.
You found a chance in the first 2 minutes, John. Takes the lead now 4-3. We've still got 8 minutes left in this quarter. A little bit of elevated pressure there. Makes Kalam Tanoa pick up the ball in an uncomfortable spot.
Looked like a little bit of a 2-2-1. Back into a what seemed to be a man-to-man.
Offensive toot-up is huge for Rotorua last night. They secured a plethora of those and gave themselves second chance opportunities. Backdoor cut for Kobe Reed. They moved the ball very well, the St. John's team, and a nice finish there for Kyan Daniels.
Yep.
He can get it done at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, no, he's length, athleticism. Funny enough, left-handed too, so we have both lefties guarding each other, or one guarding.
There's something about left-hand players that are so satisfying. Like, I love to watch left-hand players.
Yeah, I like. For example, like a Taylor Britt, right?
Yeah,
He just
so
knows how
satisfying to watch.
Get on his left hand, and shout out to T Britt, Canterbury Rams champ, 2023.
First time in 30 years. Josh, I believe you can shoot with both hands. Is that right?
Oh,
you've got a jump shot going with both hands.
Yeah, that's just because I can't do anything else.
Can't do both, but you can shoot with both hands. So that's something. I believe there's a little bit of scoreboard issues. Once again, seems to be a teeny-weeny bit of an issue. But again, like we said, hopefully this will be all smoothed out by the time the girls' grand final is played later this afternoon at 2:15. I think we will be good to go. Got the thumbs up from Kobe Lucas, head referee. Kalam Tanoa has the ball in hand.
Little down screen action from Anderson to get Vano open.
Has to put up a shot. Oh, I thought they might have got that off in time.
No, got a foul call.
That is the last thing you want to give up at the end of a shot clock.
Daniels there, a little bit of a push.
That is a little bit of a coach killer. Christian Vano looking to capitalise at the free throw line. Cannot do so. He had a hot shooting light last night. May have cooled down just a little bit.
As we see the legend Phil Burns walking into the stadium in his bright red jacket.
And his little suitcase.
Yeah, a little suitcase down there.
Legend of the game. Done a great job with St. Margaret's girls. Didn't qualify or come anywhere nationals last year, and they've done a good job to make the middle eight this year.
There he is.
Storming off.
He is a back-to-back national champ with Christchurch Girls High, early 2000s.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a legend, Canterbury basketball legend.
For sure. Kuru Whawheturu on its way. No good. Goes over the top of the backboard.
Yeah.
I have not seen a lot of great shooting this morning in both games that I've watched, but, you know, it's the last day and everyone is very much fatigued.
Yeah, the legs will be a little bit heavy, you know, and I know for a fact some of our JTF girls didn't play today because they weren't playing for medals or higher seedings. So interesting. Yeah, Kobe Reed, strong take to the basket to draw the foul on Tanoa.
Yeah, that's a tough move. We're going to take another look at that, as we should. Just rips him on the baseline, and that's a very athletic finish.
Looked like he got the afro there.
Josh loves the afro, if you couldn't tell. He will look to connect on this free throw. So he's getting going early. You know, could be on the track for a 40-piece. And we're going to see a sub come in. I believe that is Moka's second foul. So he'll take a seat for probably the remainder of this quarter.
Yeah, it's a tough one early, 3 minutes in. St. John's just kind of getting what they want on the offensive end and making things a little bit difficult for Rotorua boys to get into their sets.
Nice backdoor cut from Vano. You know, he's recognising that they're overplaying, able to use his speed to get a backdoor cut there. However, well defended. 6 seconds to work with here. Kalam Tanoa has got to make something go, and he does, but cannot convert.
Great rebound there from Heke there, just to fight for the offensive rebound, as I thought that Adaiadino had the chance to get offensive rebound, but Heke just, you know, a little bit more aggressive and didn't give up on the play.
Yeah, we've seen some great offensive rebounding from both these teams. I definitely believe one of New Zealand's weakest basketball strengths is the ability to box out efficiently. Kuruwhiwhi Toru is good there for Carter Hamlin.
Yeah, I really like the way Carter Hamlin plays. He's tough. You know, he did a good job on Jonty Bond early yesterday, so I was really impressed. So expect him to have another big game, be effective on both ends of the floor.
Callum Tanoa looking to create.
Great defense there from Lepo. Quick hands.
Kobe Reid handoff. Can they get 2 in a row? No, they cannot.
Short there from Heke, but look at that effort on the offensive rebounds from Kobe Reid. As we see Hamlin there with a little 2-foot runner in the paint.
Very nice finish. And an early lead now for St. John's, almost out to 10 points. Rotorua boys just struggling to get anything going offensively. Like we said, took a huge hit with Xander Masters out. Callum Tanoa, can he get something going? He cannot.
Saved his shot there and saved it straight to Lepo, and has given St. John's the opportunity to get out and run. Oh, great for, just hit the side of the backboard. Just a little bit too tough on that one.
So timeout called by Rotorua. Good timeout by Coach Theo Tate. What kind of adjustments do you think he's going to make now to first slow down the scoring, 14 points in 5 minutes, but also get something of their own with only 5?
Oh, I think the switching has kind of been the norm here over the week for defensive. So I haven't seen a lot of slips out of the switch or attacking the handoffs. So it'd be interesting to see what he does there. Obviously, Vanna is being face guarded, maybe turn him into a screener.
Yeah.
So that he can look a few little back screens to get him open. And then on defense, they just got to clog up the paint and get the defensive rebound. Yeah. Kobe Reid's been a menace.
Yeah, he's already got a couple of M1s and probably 6 free throws shot already for him. But yeah, credit to St. John's. They've come out and really smart assignment there, able to take away Christian Vano, who was a generator of almost all of the offense last night, again with the loss of Xander Masters. So they've done a good job to come out here hot, firing offensively and keeping Rotorua to 5 points in 5 minutes. A very impressive feat from them so far.
Yeah, no, they've been really good. Like even yesterday, they did a good job with Jonty and Hayden in a way, kind of making life a little bit difficult. So St. John's have been really effective here on their defense. They've really kind of picked it up.
And looking like they're in a bit of a 1-2-2. But pressure is pulled away. Does a good job to stay in front of him there. Does Kyle Daniels. Charles Anderson goes one-on-one, isolating Kobe Reid, who cannot contest. That's a very good bucket there. 7-point lead still for St. John's.
Yeah, nice strong move for Anderson. As we see Hamlin there get into the paint. Maybe took a little bit of a tough shot there.
Yeah, really great defense as well from Rotorua. Challenging them vertically. Oopsie daisies, I don't think he meant to do that.
A little bit too much.
Kobe Reid does a good job to keep the ball in bounds there. Downhill penetration from Mahaina Heke. He will be going away on...
I believe there'll be number 2 on Caleb Tynor.
So that one more time.
Use the speed. Yeah, just kind of... Tynor did a good job. First time, being vertical, but then just kind of got his hand in there. He didn't need to. Kind of just make Heke take a tough shot, right?
Yeah, definitely. And if he makes it, head off to him, next play, go get your own. As he converts on the first Kuru Tautoko. Classy from Heke, who again will be going away with the JTBs tonight to compete in Papua New Guinea for a spot at the Asia Cup.
Yeah, it's in Coach Matt Lacey's group, so looking forward to heading overseas with the boys as well. So one thing that's going to be fun is being able to meet some of these young athletes, like young male up-and-comers, and get to kind of maybe know them a little bit if you're conversing with them.
Yeah. Don't want to get too close to the girls though, Josh. Good bucket there from Charles Anderson. Cuts the lead now to 7. Some nice movement here. Bobby Neal's in the ball game now. Only under 15. He is good. Kick out.
Nice
and
hit.
Kudu Fifi Toru.
That's Elias Lepo there, getting open. Great drive by Hickey and kick out, finding the open shooter. I think Rotorua's best offense is this man right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%, especially with the denial of Christian Vanot. He's going to have to go to work.
Yeah, they're leaving him one-on-one with young Lendon there, so I think isolating Anderson and getting him at a high post catch like what they just did there, just for him to go to work, because as he gets into the paint, he's, as we saw last night, he is strong.
100%, especially going downhill on his right hand, right? And if you're St. John's, you've got to be aware of that. You want to be taking that kind of thing away. Kobe Reed just struggling a little bit to match the physicality but speed as well of Charles Anderson. No good on the first free throw, but gets a second one to go. So now they are within 9 with just under 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter of the bronze medal match for AA boys. Well defended. Bobby Nels, though, gets some space and finishes.
He's going to use his off arm there just to get by his defender and finished at the rim with the left hand, uncontested. So nice move there from young Bobby Neals.
Bobby Neals named in the under-15 tournament team with Waikato. Believe they finished definitely top 6.
Yep. Yeah.
Well defended here.
Great defense.
Yeah, I'd love to see the boys on the perimeter for Rotorua doing a little bit more work, right? Charles Anderson is scanning and nobody really doing anything.
Kind of just being passive, right?
Yeah, and they're probably expecting Christian Vanna to receive the ball, but he's being full denied, so they've got to do some extra work. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to do something. Charles Anderson is trying to make anything work here.
Yeah, he's working hard, that boy. I really like the aggression as we see Kobe Reed. Kobe.
Kobe for a reason. Kudu Fifi Toru. 14-point lead now for St. John's. They have been in control from the tip-off.
They've really come out and thrown a few early punches on Rotorua. But I wouldn't count Rotorua out. They're a very good outfit, well coached. So we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, and lovely pass there. Nice little dump off from Bennett. And a nice finish as well. Claws them back within 12. Now they need to get a stop.
As we see a little downhill handoff. Kick to the corner for Lendon for 3.
And comes up with the defensive rebound as well. Christian Vanot.
You like the effort, though, from St. John's, right?
100%.
Nice move.
1. Give me that. Cooper Ipo gets the and 1. See that one more time.
I think it's Epo.
Epo, my bad. Sorry.
Sorry to correct you, Mike.
No, that's good. We need that.
Yeah.
Many apologies. He was really instrumental for Rotorua last night as well, doing a great job defensively and chipping in offensively.
As we
Boom.
Finishes the Ruatahi.
Back within 9. See what St. John's can conjure up as an answer. Looks like Rotorua.
Yeah, like that little flash high post.
Yeah.
Get into the DHO. The handoff.
Bobby doing a great job at hustling and getting back in front.
Interesting to see Caleb Tyner back out there on 2 fouls early in the first quarter. So
a risk there wanting to take. And great penetration again from Cooper, but can't get that one to go.
Great rebound there from Pierce down in amongst the traffic.
Oh, you cannot take the risk and leave Kobe Reed open. However, cannot connect on that one. We'll see them slow it down here. See what they can run in their half court. Obviously, Christian Vannon not in the ball game anymore.
Yeah, as we get there, Iverson cut here from Tainor into an on-ball big screen set.
Great pass. Cooper, no good, but an offensive two-upper. Big man inside.
Yeah.
Back to the man himself, Charles Anderson, who has balled out this morning. And Callum Tanoa. That's a really nice pull-up. Jay.
Tough baseline, fading into the out of bounds there, going left, but manages to make that.
So 7 points now, but offensive rebounds. And St. John's do a good job at finding each other. Deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, I think young Niels there had a layup. He just decided to try and throw the pass. But
still remain with possession, though. Just 1 minute left to go in this first quarter of the bronze medal match. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the blob for these guys. I believe there's some more technical issues at the bench. Hopefully we don't have to say that too many more times this game, but we are good. Thumbs up from Mariko and the team grey. Inbound, defended well by Rotorua, forced them into a tough catch.
Yep.
Not a lot of momentum or much happening there for St. John's. Going to pull a contested kuru whiwhi toru. However, too easy on the offensive glass
great
there.
rebound there from Heke. Just had position on Bennett there and just finished with the putback. St. John's needed that. Rotorua had a little bit of a run going.
Yeah, definitely. Callum Tanoa looks to penetrate, slice down the lane.
He's doing a great job of getting in the paint, just not finishing those easy, regular ones he would normally finish.
Definitely seeing some fatigue in terms of the skill here on day 6.
Oh, nice move there from Carter Hamlin.
Wanting to play off 2 there, but gets the pass away nevertheless. 7 seconds to work with. Heke is going to pull. Oh, no good.
There's another offensive two-dopper for Hamlin.
So creating second chance opportunities, right?
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
Off of the offensive rebound, Rotorua out of position and then coming late to help that one, giving away an easy foul.
Yeah, Daniels came all the way from the three-point line there to get that rebound.
Takes his time on the first one and connects nothing but net. 10-point lead now for St. John's. They've been in control most of the game. Rotorua chipping away at single digits, but St. John's are able to stamp on that lead just a little bit more. We'll have 8 seconds to work with here. Picked off and gives away the foul. And because it is a bonus, they will go to the line to shoot a pair of kuru tautokus.
Yeah, great effort there. Daniels again just being a menace and stealing the inbounds and managing to get to the kuru tautoku. So drawing a fair bit of hudders here, St. John's are in the quarter.
Yeah, and he's done a great job defensively.
Yeah.
Tasked with Christian Vano, no catch at the start of the game. He did a good job to make him ineffective, so much that Theo Tate has just taken him out of the ball game altogether. See if he can connect on his second kuru tautoku.
Yeah. Big loss also for Rotorua not having Doug Courtney here. Shout out to Dougie if he's watching.
No good.
Oh.
2 attempts there at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
Rotorua will be thanking the basketball lords for that one. 11-point deficit at the quarter. Josh Thompson going to put your coaching thinking cap on here.
Yep.
I'm sure it's on because you're heading away tonight to the Oceania Cup. If you're Theo Tate, are there adjustments that you're making? Are they offensive, defensive? Like, what are you thinking?
Oh, I think defensively is defensive rebounds for one. You know, St. John's there, we just saw there, they had about 3 or 4 in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And turnovers.
Yeah.
Looking after the ball, you know, that's been a key stat there that we've seen over this course of this first quarter. And like, they're generating good looks. They're getting to the paint. Tanoa's missed a couple of easy layups. Anderson's been good. I think getting those Anderson more involved in the offense when he's out there.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah,
like you say, the offensive rebounds and turning the ball over, like those are the 2 things that create more possessions for St. John's, and they're a very talented scoring team and have done so. Like 28 points in a quarter is a good amount of points. So if you're Rotorua, you don't want to be continuously giving them possessions. And like you said, I'd love to see them go to Charles Anderson a little bit more. He's shown capability at the start of this game.
Yeah, no, for sure. And for St. John's, I think more of the same. Just being really active and committed to the cause. And as we see that the boys are actually running the quarter time here, as we see Pooks just chilling. Must have said that early in the first minute and just let the boys run their time out, which is great to see.
Yeah, well, I like that right there. They're in a good position right now. They're doing kind of all the right things. And definitely, you know, a big move toward player-led kind of basketball, I think, has shifted in New Zealand. So it's a nice little change for a coach to allow his boys to be able to lead a timeout. And obviously they have been well drilled enough and are smart enough to be able to do that.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it'll be like here in the second quarter. You know how Rotorua will respond after a pretty relatively slow start. So exciting.
Exciting stuff ahead, and hopefully Rotorua can chip away at this lead a little bit more. You always love to see, you know, really close matches within single-digit points, especially on the bronze medal match, but these players will be exhausted. It's been a long week of basketball.
Yeah, both teams running out. This will be their 9th game of the tournament. Yeah,
oh, goodness
going
me.
through the qualifiers. So as we see a great defensive position, as we see Vanua just missing
the
layup.
Just isn't happy with himself after that one. Probably a pretty tough shot to put up.
Yeah, I love that from Daniels. They committed the turnover. He was straight back down, walled up on Vanua, and managed to get possession back for St. John's. So as it comes a terror screen that we see. We look, Hamlin's trying to reverse the ball.
Yeah, ball heavily on the left-hand side today.
See the post up there.
Yeah,
great
lovely
little
stuff. Can't afford to fall asleep, especially on that man who makes him pay.
Kobe Reed with the nice floater got into the paint. A little bit of a difficult pass, but he managed to gain control and finish.
Yeah, not a lot of movement going on here, but creates a lane and ball into the hands of Charles Anderson, just waiting patiently in the dunker spot. Receives the pass, and the lead is back at 11.
Yeah, we have the battle of the mullet and the afro going right now.
Some good haircuts we've seen.
We had Brody Perry and his blonde mullet.
I think he takes the cake with that.
He does.
He definitely does. There's no competing with that. No good.
Yeah,
they've got to put it up. Hasn't touched the rim. And, yep, I don't think there was recognition there for Carter Hamlin. So Rotorua boys will get away with them there. We saw another offensive rebound, but they were just lucky. Yeah.
It's funny, because Rotorua they're just about to get it. It's the guys that are coming in from the perimeter and just going, snatching it straight away. And
yeah, it's often like, even if 4 people are boxing out, it takes 1 just to get up an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to do a little check as the shot goes up. Is my player crashing? If they are, be physical with them, push them out, then go hunt out the ball. Like we say, boxing out, not a skill, right? That's all effort.
As we see the mullet on the screen.
Oh. Well, this mullet, we were talking about Brody Perry's mullet.
Yep, there it is.
How can you miss that?
How can you miss that?
That's a haircut and a half. And it gives us a wave.
Give us a little wave.
G'day, Brody. You have a haircut and a half, and we love it.
Probably wondering why I'm on the screen for so long.
Back underway here. High post catch for Charles Anderson. And look at that efficiency. Like, he gets a high post catch. He can square up 1 jab and 2 dribbles. He's at the rim, able to score. Like, he is their best offensive option at the moment. Yeah, for sure. Like, he's just been so physical. As we see Heke there just kind of just waltz in the lane and just the reaching, right? Rotorua reaching and just bailing St. John's out. Foul discipline, ladies and gentlemen, earns Heke a trip to the line. We'll see that one more time. Penetrates a lot. That's such a tough move. Yeah. He's stopped and then used all his momentum once more to spin. That's very athletic, hard to stop. But again, you don't want to be giving away little reaching fouls. It's definitely just lazy defense. I see Kalam Tanoa trying to come out of the ball game. Can't actually do that. No. Mid free throw, but I'm assuming him trying to go out means that that'll be his third foul. Yeah. That's huge for Rotorua, considering Kalam is a huge part of their offense, especially with Christian Vanot being no catched and no Xander Masters. Yeah, you can come out on the second free throw. It's not the NBA, unfortunately. Yeah. And middle catch on the pressure. St. John's are able to pick that one off, telegraphed pass. But they do a better job at slowing the ball now into the hands of Heke. Off-ball screen. He just chooses to nice little cross, but a better wall up. Rotorua will do a better job there just to be vertical and challenge him in that way. And he puts up a tough shot. Yeah, like the bad thing is Rotorua just keep turning the ball over in the front court, and they just St. John's again. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take the extra position. Yeah, I'll take my extra position. Thank you very much. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one. Carter Hamlin just goes downhill. Yeah, and Charles Anderson, obviously, I think he's already got 1 foul. Doesn't want to give up a second, so having to be a little bit more reserved on that one. Lead now out to 13. We've still got 8 minutes left in this quarter. No Kalam Tanoa, though, and only half of Christian Vanot being full denied in the quarter there. Daniel's doing a great job at just not letting him get the ball. I really think, he just needs to start sending back screens. Set those back screens. I know myself, you, Mel Bennett, and Miles Pearce talked about back screens. Yeah, we did last night. Miles Pearce very passionately talking about how to what to do when you're being full denied, right? And his advice was be the best screener you can possibly be.
If you know, like, Steph Curry is the best shooter in the world, arguably the best shooter ever. You watch him when he plays for the Warriors. He sets good back screens and he lulls people to sleep, and that's how he gets a lot of his, open threes when they're in full deny, because, it's a tough guard if you're setting the screen, because what are you doing in screen coverage when the guy that you're denying is setting the screens?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Coach Tate might want to look at some of those things. So it'll be interesting to see how Rotorua adjusts.
Yeah, and the departure of Kalam Tanoa as well, very difficult. As he's a really key part of the offense, and also someone who can penetrate and create for himself off the dribble. So, it's hard for them offensively, and we're probably going to see 40 minutes for Charles Anderson here, as he is kind of the only thing kind of keeping them in this ball game. But I'd love to see him get the ball and catch a little bit more. Yeah,
I think when they work out that horn set and he was catching it at the high post on the right-hand side of the court and just attacking the rim, that's kind of like what we need to see. So as we see Sam Watkins
making fun of me for no reason whatsoever.
I think because you're standing.
I'm standing on a chair for better visibility. I'm 5'2", man. Like, I'm just doing what I can.
Shout out to Sam Watkins and Liam Connolly, finishing 7th, maybe.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
Don't actually know. So
I'm going to wave at him right now to see how
we're going to have to confirm how Rangiora High School went.
Anyway, Bobby Now is back on the court now. The under-15 menace. I love that little snaps action there.
Snaps action, yeah.
Yep, looks like the mainland Port guy. Offense, great baseline cut there from Heke.
Great cut from Heke and great find from Carter Hamlin. Can we confirm 7th?
We're getting the confirmation that Rangiora did indeed finish 7th to beat St. Peter's,
little fist
Cambridge.
Bump up in the booth there, the BB&Z booth.
Kudu Whiwheturu on its way. Yes,
find.
sir. Thank you very much.
Good shit there by Bennett. They really Rotorua really needed that to go in. They've just been struggling a little bit offensively.
Yeah. 12-point deficit still, and Heke called for a travel. I don't think there's any arguments from him on that one.
No, I've seen a lot of those over this tournament. Just a pump fake. Just got to put the ball on the floor before you move your feet.
Yeah, the jab was good and actually sold it, but again, just that pivot foot.
Yeah.
Put the ball on the floor, please. Ball entry into Charles Anderson, becoming a little bit more predictable.
Yeah, Lepo there, just a little bit too eager.
Bennett needs to know, though, right? He can see that Kobe Reed is anticipating that, so got to do a better job at being able to give Charles Anderson the ball. Possibly you have a ball reversal and a cross screen to get him open. You can't just rely on the catch in the high post every time.
Haven't seen a lot of cross screens.
No.
One or two.
Such a hard thing to guard, though, right? You set a cross screen near the charge circle. It's a hard thing to fight over and switch. If you switch, you get a disadvantage. And turnover again for Rotorua. St. John's off to the races.
Oh, great block. Great recovery there from, I believe that's number 10, young Epo. As we see the replay, just doesn't give up. He comes straight from behind. Yeah, nice.
Boom. Chief says no, thank you very much. St. John's will still have 16 seconds for a long possession here. We will see substitutions. We're going to be rotating a lot of bodies, I believe, here today. Everyone's exhausted. Ball reversal, Carter Hamlin. Lots of ball movement here.
Great baseline drive. Another.
That was clear as mud.
Yeah. I think that's on Anderson. No, number 9. Reirino.
Kobe Reed just doing a really good job off that ball reversal. Still shifting, so able to rip baseline, get his own. I feel like this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, free throws 7 and 8. He's just been really active. Been really good on those baseline drives. I think Rotorua need to do a better job. They're just opening the gate, right? Closing out, not square.
No good on both of those Kuru Tautokus. Nice
little breaker action.
Yeah, totally. Christian Vano, ball back in his hands for the first time this quarter.
Well, there's the double team. So they've adjusted and said every time Anderson gets the ball in the low block, we're going to double team.
That's going to be the issue, although can't come up with that one. His offensive rebounding
Great
ability.
Find.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Tough finish. That would have been a very good finish. Lost control.
I like the no call on that one.
Like the no call.
Yeah.
Both big bodies. Both kind of went backwards. So
yeah, that's a good no call. Blake Rosanowski, cup high, mate. Good find in the corner. Bobby Neals rips extra pass. No good, but it's a good offense.
Does Blake go to Cashmere High School?
He does. Oh, that is tough.
That's a tough finish there from Cooper Epo with the reverse layup with the right hand.
Just saw Stevie Cousins there in the right-hand corner of the screen.
As we see there, Euro, long strides.
Wow, little English off the glass. Love to see it. Could be within 9 if he can get this one to go.
Yeah, Rotorua kind of just crawling their way back into this game. Drawing a few hudders, getting to the free throw line.
Looks like coach is making the decision to insert Karlam Tanoa in the game.
Yeah.
We're waiting at the subs bench over there.
Here comes their little high post action into a on ball to get Kobe Reed one-on-one with Anderson. Great move, just can't finish at the rim.
And that's smart, right? Like Kobe Reed probably a bit of a speed advantage on Charles Anderson. So good of him to recognise that, boomerangs it a little bit. Can't finish, but you know that's a high IQ play, and obviously don't want to get Charles Anderson in foul trouble. So he does a good job there.
Yeah, I like the little action, how they just cleared the side and let Kobe go one-on-one with Anderson. So
ball entry there. Charles Anderson is just going to rip to his left hand.
as we hear the Hamilton, St. John's Hamilton crowd get into it with the defensive chance.
Love to see them still being vocal here on the last day in this bronze medal match. Bobby Neals can't get it to go. Secure the defensive rebound as well, which is positive.
Being active there, almost getting away. Like they're still doing a good job. They just haven't finished at the rim. Mr. Reed missed the layup.
Definitely. Ball goes to Cooper there on the wing. Nice little breaker cut once again. Interestingly, taking Christian Vano out the ball game as well. Charles Anderson. Yes, sir.
Drew the hutter there on Reed. Kind of like a mirror image of what St. John's Hamilton just did, right? Like, but they isolated Charles Anderson in the middle of the floor, going one-on-one with Reed. So it's the mullet versus the afro right now.
The haircuts. Love to see it as he's at the free throw line. I think his third trip tonight. This morning, sorry. Good on that first one. So cutting that lead now to 8. Charles Anderson, you know, kind of putting them on his shoulders in terms of the offensive scoring.
Yeah, he's done a great job at just bullying his way to the hoop. Yeah, misses the kudu-toe tuku.
Bobby Neals, great pass.
Oh, great running there from Linden too.
That's very, very nice.
And he just kind of just rolled down the middle. That's like every big's dream, man. Run down the middle and get a
catch.
Get a catch.
Layup. Thank you. Easy points. Cooper will pull with some space. Kudu Fifituru is good. That's a great answer to bring them within 7.
Yeah, they slowly just grind it away here, Rotorua boys. As we see.
Ball on the... Oh, my, that's a
great
dime.
Find.
Oh, Bobby, you've got to make that, mate.
Yeah, that little backdoor cut from Daniels opened that up as it drew the help side, and Kobe Reed just with a great... Oh, my goodness.
Holy moly, that is not what I expected. Oh, my God.
Cooper Ebro with a big dunk.
Holy moly. I literally have no words right now.
As you see Reed with the post up on the smaller...
And can't answer. Oh, my goodness,
Oh,
Josh.
my goodness. That was huge.
Let's see that one more time, please. Oh, my. I genuinely am stunned. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Let him know.
As we see that the crowd just saw the replay on the big screen.
Like, that's just... Did you expect that?
No, I
was
did
gonna lay that
not.
up.
Social media job, BBNZ. Get that on IG right now.
Get that on Instagram. Get that on TikTok. Blow it up. That's crazy.
I know you're hearing us in the office. You need to get that on.
We're going to see it another time.
You got the baseline angle. Oh, just a 1-2 and just took off. Oh.
And I don't know what was said or what happened here, but we have a technical foul.
Yep. Too busy celebrating the dunk.
I think someone might have said some words to Cooper, or Cooper might have said some words after his electric dunk.
Oh, no.
Oh, would have been a rebounding foul,
Rebounding
possibly.
foul.
Yeah, we're too busy celebrating that huge poster. Could bring it within 4 on a made free throw. And no good, unfortunately. Huge rebound there. St. John's going to want a bucket here.
I had KC flashbacks there from last year.
Same team?
Same team, different opponent, obviously. Shout out to KC, and we'll just keep the name that person that got dunked on. As we see a miss Kuruwhiwhi Toru there by St. John's, and a big rebound there from number 15, Savali, almost double dribbled.
Callum Tanoa looking to penetrate. And Cooper is the man of the match so far. Can't get that one to go. St. John's will really want a bucket here to stamp on the momentum that Rotorua has accumulated. And we'll see a foul call go against them. And transition, this will be the bonus. So 2 koru tautokus. We'll have another look at that.
It just kind of ran in.
Clear as mud for our Team Grey referees.
Nothing malice, just kind of got in the way.
Bit of a whoopsie daisies, you could call that one. Jackson Bell will check in the ball game. Going to see a couple of koru tautokus here. And no goal. I spoke too soon. Good on the first one there. Vince Linden gets the job done. Extends the lead now out to 6. Still 2 minutes left in the first half of this bronze boys medal match. The teams are getting after it today, Josh.
They are. They're battling out for a medal, and this is what you like to see. You don't want to go away from secondary school nationals when you finish 4th. You don't get anything, right?
Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
You want to have those memories. I still have my 2nd place one.
A couple of those.
Yeah,
isn't that right, Josh?
Yeah, we've had a couple seconds.
Yeah, me and Josh
nationals.
got back-to-back seconds with each other. Kind of wish they were 2 golds, but
player coach under 19s, and then this year, obviously, the 3rd year Waikato Canterbury final, and the girls managed to get it. And, a bit unlucky there from young Niels.
Niels
just
doing
reached
good.
down.
He puts his body on the line.
He does.
He's young. I believe year 9 or 10. I cannot confirm nor deny, but definitely a young kid willing to put his body on the line and make defensive plays for his team. Charles Anderson once again at the free throw line and can convert on that one. So big first half for Charles Anderson here. He is having to carry the scoring load, and he's done so very successfully.
Yeah, he's done a great job at getting to the rim, getting to the koru tautoku, and drawing the headers for Rotorua.
Boom, good on the second as well. 4-point game, just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Still a little bit mesmerised by that dunk.
I know, I'm struggling, I'm stumbling over my words and everything.
I like the little snaps action or high post kick that St. John's are running, as we see Lepo here with the Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
Callum Tanoa, a huge rebound, looking to go in trans, using his speed. That's a great find. Christian Vanot was the hibachi grill last night, as Andrew Horrocks coined him, but he can't get that one to go.
As we see Linden, great little dump off there from Linden. Just can't see what number that is, number 15. Skinner just couldn't make the easy bunny.
Cooper, can he do a second? Kuruwhiwhi Toru on its way, good.
Big hit there by Caleb Tanoa.
It's a 1-point game, Josh.
Yeah, slowly kind of just...
They've chipped away today. Like, it hasn't been a huge scoring outburst. I feel like they've just really chipped away and done some solid mahi. St. John's will be desperate for a bucket here to kind of kill the momentum before they go into the half.
Yeah, I think what the difference is there, right? Rotorua have shored up their defensive rebounds.
Yeah, 100%.
Taking away the 2nd, 3rd chances, and they haven't turned the ball over either. So, as I say that.
Classic commentator's curse. Oh, misses the bunny, but we're going to see that count. Oh, and he throws the ball against Cooper's head. Yep.
Battle of the Grinches.
Yep.
Kobe Grinches there.
We'll see that one more time. Cooper does a good job to recover, but can't.
Yeah, can't just hit the hit the backboard that hard, right?
Yep, a little bit of beef possibly between these two rivals.
Yeah.
You love to see it though. That's basketball, right? That's within the
sure.
competitive nature, and I'm sure it's nothing that personal, but that's basketball. Well, I hope something that personal.
At the end of the day, a lot of these kids, train in New Zealand camps together, so when they put on their school jersey, it just comes a little bit different, right?
100%, and obviously competing for the bronze medal brings that another level of competitiveness. He's got 3 seconds to work with here. What can we see on the buzzer? No good.
Yeah. Good look there from Heke, just couldn't find it.
So half-time score, St. John's with a narrow 1-point lead. We're going to have a quick break and we'll be back in the second half.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
We had to make sure from the beginning, yep, this is what we're going to do and we're going to go all in.
And there was us.
So I was so determined to have this pepe.
Huro pepe, ki whakaata Māori me Māori plus.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved with this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Hey, sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The bait is over.
What I can almost guarantee is there's going to be some good fish here today.
Tuna in every 2 days.
I was pretty excited actually. We're from 0 to 100 real quick.
For a real good time.
All guns blazing.
Oh.
Yeah, my technique, it was mean. Not.
Get in the water, Wild 2 day, ki whakaata Māori.
Another day in paradise.
Kia ora everyone, and no mai, haere mai. Welcome back to the second half of the AA Boys Bronze Medal match. Rotorua take on St. John's College. St. John's have a narrow 3-point lead here at halftime. It's been a competitive ball game. They took an early lead, looked to be in complete control. However, Rotorua just solidly chipped away at that lead there. As we can see, the boys having a bit of a kōrero. I'm Maya Williamson, and I am joined by Josh Thompson. However, he's just over somewhere in the stadium sorting his bag out as he's off to Papua New Guinea with the junior Tallferns tonight. So I will be trying to fill the silence for as long as I can by myself. A very dominant first half performance from Charles Anderson. With the departure of Xander Masters with an injury, he took away an average 30 points tournament. So they've really struggled to adjust offensively. And Christian Vano, who was heat check last night for those who missed it, 35 points on 8 threes, and he has been on a no-catch assignment. So St. John's have come out here and denied the catch for him in their offense, and it's been very hard for Rotorua to adjust. So Charles Anderson having to take on a big offensive load for them. Lots of high post catch and downhill scores for him. On the other end, St. John's College have had a pretty across-the-board performance. We've seen Kobe Reid, to no surprise, who has had a very good tournament, go downhill, get some catches, get to the free throw line. He's had a couple of big games, 25 points in their semi-final loss last night and 23 points in their quarter-final win. And he's looking probably to do the same-ish thing here today. We'll get underway very shortly in this second half. It's going to go possession to Rotorua, have an opportunity to tie it up or be down 1. Our referees, again, also doing a good job. Shout out to Basketball Manawatu for putting on a great tournament. It's been an awesome 6 days, and the teams have loved it, and it's been some really competitive basketball. And another shout out to Whakaata Māori, who have live streamed all these games for those who cannot make it. We appreciate everyone who does the mahi to make these tournaments possible. Starting off the quarter, we have a shot clock issue from the girls on the bench. We've had a couple of those so far, so hopefully we can minimise those and get the game going as smoothly as possible and on track for these games later today with the grand final matches. They are going to be exciting, so make sure you tune in for those ones. Ball's going to be inbounded to Karlam Tano, who's done a good job to stay on 3 fouls despite playing quite a few minutes. Ball goes back in his hand, able to penetrate and get downhill. Well defended though. They've got 8 seconds now to work with it. Cooper, who has also been instrumental, can get downhill and finish at the rim. I'm not sure if you saw it in the first half, but he had a monster poster and he's hit a couple of threes, done a good job. So he's been instrumental for them as well. 1 point deficit. St. John's College will be searching for a bucket here. They've struggled the last few minutes to score, but they've got no issue to start the quarter. Kobe Reid going to work. You cannot miss him with that brilliant afro. Gets the and one and gets to the line for a single kuru toko. Could extend the lead now out to 4. A very hot start for St. John's. I see Josh is running back to the commentary booth, but has some nice J's on, so can't reach them. 5 point lead now for St. John's. Cooper goes downhill once again, gets his offensive two-upper despite the miss. Ball goes back in his hands, but a travel call there, and he called it himself. He knew it. Great self-awareness for Cooper, and it's going to be St. John's ball to start the quarter. Just under 1 minute has passed. Nice little give and go action there. Well defended by Christian Vano, who has not had a hot start like he did last night. Josh, lovely of you to join me.
Sorry about that, Vano. Had to sort my bag out.
Kuru Whiwhi Toru is good from Kobe Reid. I hope I did a good job talking about myself for 3 minutes.
Oh, you did. Awesome.
Thanks so much. Karlam Tanoa has been great. Just talking about how good Cooper Ipo has been as well.
Yeah, no, he's been very good. Obviously had that big, huge dunk there in the second quarter.
Bit out of breath, are you, Josh?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
I was talking about how you ran, but you couldn't run too fast on those J's, right?
As we see, called. Foul drawn there by Tanoa.
Okay, catch your breath, Josh.
Yeah,
catch your breath.
It's not as fit as what I once was. Oh, my God.
Luckily, you're a great coach, Josh.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Charles Anderson now back in the ball game, also talking about the huge first half he had.
Yeah, no, he kind of kept the Rotorua boys afloat there for a majority of that first half, getting to the free throw line and just drawing and kicking. But Tanoa here managed to get to the free throw line.
He's been great as well, despite sitting on 3 fouls. No good on the Kuru Totoko.
Missed both there. Huge missed free throws.
Yeah.
As we see Lepo here getting into their action.
Great. Oh, I would have loved to see an extra pass there from Hike, but takes the contact.
It's a little bit over-aggressive there.
We've seen a few of those fouls being given away with the over-aggression from the Rotorua boys. Like, you need to be disciplined, right? Sometimes you're going to get away with those, but if you see the Team Grey have whistled that for a few, you need to learn to adjust to how they're calling the game.
Yeah, and it's a little reach-ins from behind, right? You don't really need to do that unless you're 100% sure that you're going to get the ball. As we see a little shakes on ball, twisted the screen.
Yeah, that's a good find. Carter Hamlin connects.
That was created by the Heke backdoor cut there, right? And cut and rise, as we call it. 11-point lead now has extended very quickly for the St. John's side. Rotorua
We're searching for a bucket here. Still
Great
full
backdoor
denying
cut.
Christian Vanot.
That's
a tough finish.
Yeah, that's a tough finish. Great backdoor cut. Great find there from Anderson, and then Vanot just through the traffic.
And followed up nicely there by Kyan Daniels. So lead back at 11 now. Still doing the mahi on Christian Vanot, not allowing a catch. And it's worked really well. You know, he's been rather ineffective. Obviously, as I say that, he penetrates, but again, stripped away, and St. John's will get a cheap one.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Foul. I thought there was great defense there from Ipo. Just to recover, and Hickey just kind of slowed down a little bit there. So hopefully we can see that again.
Yeah, Cooper doing a good job getting back in transition. He's done that a couple of times, but gave away a goaltender and then a foul on this one.
Yeah.
I like the effort, though.
Oh, 100%. You know, you like the never give up attitude. You know, Hickey was in front of the play, and results in, could have gave away 2 points, but he's missed the first one, so...
I'm sure Cooper will be saying bull don't lie right about now.
Yeah, for sure, you know. As we see the second.
Callum Tanoa will have possession. I'd love to see Charles Henderson get going a little bit more. Like we said, had an electric first half.
Yeah.
Christian Vanot finding the ball a lot more in the second half. Obviously, a point of emphasis that Coach Theo Tate has pointed out at half-time. Tanoa stops in his tracks.
Daniels has been really good. Maybe a little walkies there from E4. Yeah, good defense from Hickey. I did like the wall up there from Daniels as Tanoa looked to drive.
Bobby Neal's back in the ball game. The little young gun who's been great to start here today. Again, a lot of offensive and side-to-side movement for this team.
Oh, great find there. Just a little bit too hard on the pass from Hickey. But managed to get baseline.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, great left-hand reverse layup.
And Callum Tanoa with a clapback. Bobby Neal's doing a very good job to stay in front and kind of slow him down a little bit. Now they only have 16 seconds to work with.
Yeah, there's Ipo here coming off the Anderson screen.
Not going anywhere. Twisted the screen 3 times. Good take. Never mind, he is going somewhere.
Yep, great little right to left Euro. There's great find from Kobe Reed from Lepo. Just outrunning.
If you're Rotorua, you can't afford to just trade buckets, right?
No,
it's a
get
great
stops.
offensive play, but you can't just give up a transition bucket off of an inbound.
Yeah, you got to get stops. As we see Tanoa here, beat the pressure.
Hey, get that out of here.
Yeah, great help side defensive from Hickey. As we see Carter Hamlin. Oh, almost lose it. Get it back.
Bobby Neals can't connect on the mid-range. Not happy about that one. Rotorua wanting to cut this lead down a little bit. It's at 14 now. Christian Vanot.
Great rebound there from Hamlin. As we see Lepo now just go, hey, let's get a settler, boys. We've gone up and down a few trips without anything.
Oh, lovely pass. Kobe Reed able to connect.
Man again. Kobe Reed.
There's the Afro. 16-point lead now for St. John's. Christian Vanot looks exhausted to me. He played 38 minutes last night, and being no catched is pretty difficult.
Yeah, for sure. Great defense here from Hamlin.
Charles Anderson, a better defensive job. Oh, wrestled for a foul there. Kobe Reed is arguing with that one, but we trust Team Grey.
Yeah, just got him on the arm. As we see the replay.
Yeah, smart cut there, right? Like,
oh, I actually think he got fouled there earlier.
he recognises that Charles Anderson is drawing 2 or 3 bodies. It's the only way to defend him. So a great job to recognise that in 45 cut to get himself a trip to the charity stripe, but can't get that to go.
Shane Giffins.
No good on that first. Kuruto Toku. Can he connect on the second and bring it within 15? He can. Car pie. Ball goes into the hands of Bobby Neals. Be interesting to see the offense that St. John's run now.
Here's young Hunter Sarvelli checks in. And it's a turnover. Good steal there by number 7, Tiako Bennett, finishing.
Brings within 13 now. And he looks for a second one.
Almost hits another one.
Nice cut. Yeah, Kobe Reed just so explosive on his first step. He's able to accelerate really fast.
Yeah,
and beats like almost anyone he wants.
Yeah, he's just using his speed against Charles Anderson there, just being a little bit, he's just a little bit too quick, but then there's Charles Anderson there just using his strength, getting through, showing a bit of speed also off the mark to get to the rim.
And they needed that, right? Like, you know, they haven't scored a lot or very consistently in this third quarter, so he's just kind of taking care of business himself, seeing if he can connect from the free throw line, and he can. 62-48 now, still a 14-point lead. For St. John's, they have come out and taken control of the game from halftime.
And look at that.
Basketball New Zealand going to work, chucking up Cooper's dunk already. We love the mahi. You guys are doing, the BBNZ staff have done a wonderful job at the Secondary School Nationals. We appreciate you guys a lot and the long days you guys put in to make these tournaments possible. Not you, Geordie. No, I'm kidding. Kick out, no good. Great defensive rebound, but that's going to go back to St. John's.
That is unlucky. Young Bennett there went to dribble the ball, came off a St. John's player and then rolled off and hit his own player by accident, and it's just...
You can tell it's day 6.
Yeah, it's definitely unlucky as we see here. Linden open for 3.
Ooh, whole lot of air on that one. Someone open a door in here or something? Cooper will slow the pace a little bit. Ball back in his hands. And we're going to see an off-ball screen here. Yeah, the movement not very intense from Rotorua. Like, they're setting pick screens and stuff as Charles Anderson gets through the lane. But again, not moving with a lot of intent. Not hitting bodies on off-ball screens.
Yeah, it's the effects of a ninth game in 6 days, right?
Yeah.
You kind of get tired, and a lot of these boys have played, you know, 30, 35 minutes, so it's tough. You know, you have to condition your body. Great up fake there from Kobe Reed.
Oh, can't get the jumper to go. They're going to have to throw one up here. Closer than his first, but no good. Again, Charles Anderson will secure the rebound. I'm sure his rebounds will be climbing up.
Yeah, he's been effective. He looks like he's feeling the effects here when he catches at the top, but as soon as he's got the ball, he's explosive, right? And that's just too strong.
Like, that was well defended. He was shooting that off 1 foot, kind of fading away as well. Still got the finish to go. Brings them now within 9, so a better run here for Rotorua, kind of finding some consistency and rhythm.
Yeah, there we have the shot back as we see Kobe Reed.
Ooh, nice little cross.
Crossover.
Great find, yeah. Bobby Niels will pull and cannot connect from beyond the arc, and yeah, a little take foul in transition there. Not a terrible thing to kind of slow their trends up a bit.
Dominic Pearce is like, hey, subs coming in, I need one. As we see here.
Please.
5 on, 5 off, I believe.
A classic?
Yeah, classic. Those boys have been out there for a long time. Let's just give them a break.
Josh just getting into the lollies that have been provided for us in the commentary booth.
The snakes, I've seen plenty of these athletes taking snakes on the bench.
Why not? Off-ball screen there to get Charles Anderson free. He is their main source of offense at the moment. Great kick out and extra pass. Thought he might shoot that. A little bit of indecision in the air, right? Carlin Tanoa lifted before he knew what he was going to do.
Yeah, maybe that shoot the 3, and because it was a great extra as we see Hamlin there with a kudu whiwhitoru.
How do you feel about that shot?
A little bit early. Kind of couldn't get there every time. Oh, that's a great finish.
Cooper is an athlete. First, we see the massive poster, 2 almost blocks, and now that athletic play. Cooper is wanting the bronze medal. We're going to see that one more time. Just like flies between steps, right? Like able to absorb contact between his 2 steps and still get a decent shot attempt up. That was very athletic from Cooper. And he cannot convert on the kudu toku. Free throw shooting, a fundamental part of basketball.
Yeah, these are big things in the context of wanting to win the medal. You know, you got to make sure that you're making the majority of your free throws.
100%. Smart play there to kick the ball out. Lipo will look to go to work. Great ball movement. Carter Hamlin looking to go downhill.
Great defense there from Rotorua boys. Stifled St. John's and then made them shoot a tough fadeaway jumper.
ball movement here. Looking pretty slow for Rotorua.
Yeah, a little breaker action cut, and here we go here.
Charles Anderson, he will just look to work. Once again, draws the foul on Carter Hamlin. He's doing some serious mahi.
He's trying to get the treats with the bronze medal.
He'll go the line to shoot a pair. Can snipe away his lead a little bit, can make it 5. Just over, 1 minute left to go in this third quarter of the bronze medal match, and he gets that one to go. So coming up, we've got some exciting games, don't we, Josh?
Yep, we do. Next one up, and these will be the last 2 games of the tournament, and they'll be the only ones being played.
Getting emotional.
Well, you've been here for 6 days.
Yep, six long days, but been loving it every step of the way.
Me?
Cool to see.
4?
Yep, still a long tournament though, right? Like 4 days,
sure.
usually the duration of a tournament.
Yep.
Cool to see all the hard work of these teams come to fruition.
So a little flare screen action here.
Hike rejects the pick. And
Daniel,
a nice...
great find.
That's great basketball,
That's
however.
good defense from Charles Anderson to put Hickey off. But just a backside rebound there from Daniels. He's been very effective on the backside rebounds throughout this game for St. John's. He must have about 4 or 5 of those offensive rebounds for St. John's.
Totally agree. Lead now out to 64-57. Charles Anderson needs to...
And there he is again with defense. He's done a good job on Vanna, and this time walling up and blocking Anderson.
Anderson trying to do some work on the offensive end.
Interesting call.
Yeah, called for a rebounding foul.
21. I thought that was always... St. John's didn't have a chance to get that one, but that foul will send Anderson to the bench and will send Heke to the line.
Could extend this lead out now to nearly 20. Not the position that Rotorua wants to be in going into the last quarter.
Here, as we see, Rosanowski, referee Rosanowski.
With brother Jaden Rosanowski also refereeing at this tournament.
Yep.
Lovely, wonderful family they are.
Shout out to Cashmere High School.
Who are not here. Good on the first Kuru Tautoko.
We have representatives here, Maya Williamson. Where's the Middleton Grange represents?
Right here, baby. She's on the mic. No, can he get this one to go? Yes, he can. Good pair of free throw shooting. Love to see it.
Big Kuru Tautoko there from Heke, heading into the 4th. Only giving them a 9-point lead. And look at this hounding defense from Lepo. Tanua managed to find Bennett in the corner.
Kuru, Fifi, Turu.
That was huge, and as we see Lepo here from halfway.
Is that 6? Is that within 6 now?
6, yep.
So only a 6-point deficit, which is a great position for Rotorua to be in. Also gaining a little bit of momentum to head into this 4th quarter of the boys' bronze medal match here on the last day of Basketball New Zealand Secondary School Championships. See, we've got some fans in the crowd there cheering on Rotorua boys. Josh, if you're coach Lyndon, are you making adjustments? Like, what are you doing? Because they had game control for about that entire quarter and then just kind of giving it up there at the end.
Yeah, like he wouldn't be too happy with the end there, as it was a bit messy and just wasn't very tidy. They just kind of have to do the same things that they were doing early in that first half. I really think it wasn't them doing anything different. It was Rotorua doing a better job on defense, doing a better job at getting defensive rebounds and cutting their turnovers out. So that was huge.
Yep, totally agree. And I'd love to see them come out firing the same way. However, I love that it's kind of a little bit closer of a ball game now coming into this 4th quarter. Yep. Both these teams definitely on even playing fields. Would have been interesting to see Rotorua play this game with Xander Masters. Josh is having another look at that huge dunk from Cooper. Like, we can't get over it. He was electric. Such an impressive athlete. And I think Christian Vano having no luck today, Charles Anderson having to take on a huge offensive load. I think Cooper's done a very good job at stepping up and being that kind of second option, as well with Kalam Tanua. Being a little bit ineffective and also being in foul trouble. Like, Cooper's done a very good job to step up.
Yeah, I think, Vanua hasn't been effective because I think that Khan Daniels has done a great job using his length and, you know, just denying him the ball and making it difficult for him to get anything to go or
Totally
even an
agree.
open look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we see, you know, Vanua last night, 35 points, played big, 38 minutes, but Daniels is doing a great job. As we see, he had a block there on Anderson late in that quarter, so as we see a double stagger screen is Kobe.
Oh, I don't think he meant to pick up his dribble there.
No, he hit the baseline drive there.
He did, and Kudu 52 on its way. That is good. Thank you very much,
Kind
Kobe
of got
Reid.
his feet set a little bit better there, because I think he should have shot the first one, but he did
It don't matter.
No, kind of got his feet, reset and go, oh yeah, I can shoot this one.
I can shoot this one. Oh, yep, that's going in. Charles Anderson, nice little pass to the dunker spot.
Yeah.
Kobe Reid looking to get that one out of here. Unfortunately, commits the hutter.
Yeah, I think he had his hand on his back, so a little bit of a push. So as we see the replay, good little dunker spot.
Oh,
couldn't see that from that angle.
Couldn't see the pedal, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he's in any real trouble. They'll keep him out there. Shane at the free throw line gets the first one to go.
Hey.
Within 8 now. It looks like Christian Vano is looking to check in the game. So early sub.
Yeah,
Bring him back
Gifkins
in.
has done a great job at just being that, you know, big body in the paint and being a bit of a menace. So that's good to see.
And good on the second as well. Christian Vano will come back into the ball game. Give Cooper a well-earned rest. Like, what an impressive little run he's been on.
Yeah, he's done a great job at getting to the rim and being active on defense as we see this Shakes double on ball here. Oh,
Well defended by Christian Vano, blowing up the action a little bit. We'll see a soft switch there. Carter Hamlin taking advantage of it.
made the basket. Anderson's like, what did I do?
Like to see some more aggressive screen coverage possibly from Rotorua, not allowing them to get that downhill penetration off of the on-ball. Carter doing a very good job at just capitalizing on the switch and getting himself to the free throw line, looking like it could be a 10-point lead now for St. John's.
Been very good early, has St. John's in this first minute of this fourth quarter, just building their 6-point lead into a double-figure lead. But as you see Anderson here working, getting Vanna open on the little rub screen, but can't manage to finish the floater. There's Kobe Reid with the rebound.
Lepo handling the ball well. Great. Skip pass.
Yeah, a little bit of a travel.
Yeah, that's a fair call, and there's no arguments there. I like that he's looking to skip that back to the same side, but unfortunately does commit the travel there, but it's a good chance for here Rotorua to chop the lead to 8. See what Carla Matanoa can cook up. Sam calling a play call. He's telling his players to set a stagger screen for Christian Vano.
Double stagger.
That's really well read by Kobe Reid there to jump out and disallow that pass.
Like, I think for us, when we defended that, right, you switched the last screen.
Yeah.
Is that what we did?
I believe that is what we did.
Yeah, because it was generally a guard.
And Kobe Reid just did a great job there to just fully take away the passing lane. He just jumped out and made Carlum look another way. Kuru Whiwhituru on its way. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Good shot there with a little bit of a pitch handoff with the defender going under, and Elias Lepo said, thank you very much.
You're going to put a hand up? No? All right.
A little handoff into an on-ball. It's very staple these days, right? Handoff on-ball in today's basketball. Like, you see a lot of actions built that way.
Yeah, and hard to defend as well.
Yeah.
Carlum gets an open look, but Carlum not having a lot of luck tonight.
Great,
Kobe Reid is an athlete. Can't get the finish to go, though.
Everything but the basket. Hit the backboard, the rim. I like the little hesitation when he got in the lane and just exploded off that.
Little handoff after a breaker cut.
There's the lift, and here goes the, instead of the backdoor cut, we've got the down screen.
Not a lot happening, though. Like, it's a lot of movement, but not creating a lot.
Great double team there from Carter Hamlin. As we see Hickey with the run out.
Little Euro. Well done, and very good contest there by Smaller Tanoa.
Yeah, great job with Anderson there, just running back and getting a hand on the defensive rebound.
Good pass down there. to Vanua. Can't finish. It's not his day today, unfortunately. Kobe Reed is going to go in trans. And
nice wee soft off the glass and just got the roll.
Cheeky, friendly roll.
Good find there from, I think that was Lepo.
Just like that, a 15-point lead for St. John's. So 6 at the quarter, now 15. Only 2 points scored in this quarter for Rotorua. Shane using his size well against Kobe Reed, able to chop away a little bit at that lead. 13 now, still 6.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, I like the no call on the offensive foul there. Even though he dropped his shoulder, it wasn't enough, I thought, just to warrant a foul, but I think that will be.
And Kobe Reed doing what he does best, getting downhill. He's got an amazing explosive first step. Like, I feel like he has been able to rip and drive past almost every one of these Rotorua boys and earn himself another trip to the free throw line. This could be free throws 9 and 10 for Kobe.
Yeah, he's done a good job at getting to the free throw line and, you know, being super active on defense.
And good on that first one. Extending the lead now out to 14. So it's doable, Josh, very much so.
Yep, we've seen a lot of things happen.
Yes, we have indeed. And good on the second one there. 15-point lead, 6 minutes to play in this bronze medal match. Both these teams desperate to go home with a medal.
I just think with the, you know, firepower that Christian Vanua has and Tānoa can produce, as we see Vanua with the lefty through the traffic.
That's why they're all denying him, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, they've done a good job here throughout the first, you know, 3.5 quarters. A great find there from Niels.
Boom! Kuru, Fifi Toru.
Throwing another Kobe out there.
Josh is loving that this morning. 82-66 with that Kuru Fifi Toru from Kobe Reed. He is having himself a morning, that's for sure. Difficult player to guard. Christian Vanua forcing, but
Anderson there.
yeah, so you can tell the full denial kind of making Christian Vanua's decision making a little bit blurred, trying to force things.
Oh, good find. And just too strong there.
Bobby Neal's just allowing Kobe to cook, giving him the ball left, right, and centre. Lead 84-68 now. Rotorua going to have to do some serious work if they want to call themselves back in this game and make it competitive.
Yeah, as we see, Niels is now in full denial of Vanua.
We'll just go one-on-one. He loves that cross, back to a spin, lovely finish, and Rotorua needed that.
Yeah, probably know the scout, but then they're just like, how do we stop it? Yeah.
And you know, what's the answer to that? It's a difficult one, even for the brains of Josh Thompson.
Yeah, oh, here we go. Yeah, little jersey grab there from Tānoa. We could see that up there in the commentary booth. And referee Picker said, no, grabbed his top.
And that'll be 5 fouls for Callum Tānoa there.
Yeah, I believe this will be his last secondary school nationals for young Callum Tānoa.
Is he year 13?
Yeah, year 13, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. Played for Manawatu under 19s, made the tournament team.
Yeah, he had a mean tournament at under 19s.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to be there because it was in Rangiora.
Great penetration there, Carter Hamlin.
I really like Carter Hamlin.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he does all the dirty stuff and then just so solid and strong.
Yep, nice finish in the lane there. 16-point lead now. It's kind of starting to fall out of Rotorua's hands a little bit more.
Yeah, like kind of like scoring is kind of dried up a little bit here for Rotorua. They just can't manage to find it. Is it the legs of tiredness?
Yeah, a lot of fatigue for a lot of athletes at this tournament. It's a long tournament like we've noted on before. Lepo looking for his own.
Short there on his Kuri Fifi Toru.
Rotorua need a bucket here.
Yeah.
They're becoming desperate. Under 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, as we see an away screen here for Anderson, and he's just going to go to work. Loves that little two left.
He does, eh?
Two left, spin back to his right hand.
And Phuket Linden will call a timeout, I believe, because Charles Anderson is just eating up with the spin move right now.
Oh, yeah, like he's just isolating his matchup one-on-one. And I believe this is the first time I've seen Phuket Linden sit on his chair in front of the boys this whole game.
Player-led coaching. Love to see it.
Yep.
Are you a fan of that, Josh? implement that in your teams a little bit, or
I do a little bit, as we see
can you trust
here.
your players?
Like coaching a lot of 3x3, you kind of have to hand it over to your players, and
True,
hopefully,
this is true.
yeah, hopefully that has created a lot of players to actually think about what they're doing. Obviously, I'm lucky enough to have Lauren Hippolyte and Rosalia Samia do a lot of 3x3 there, and as we see on the screen, a few Palmerston North legends having a wee chat.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was talking to Ben Sheet, who coached the Christ College boys to a national championship here last year, and he said he did a lot of player-led coaching to the point where he would ask them what they would want to run if they want to stay in this zone press or this man press. They'd make the decision and would go out there being successful, and I think that's definitely a huge part of their success.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, us as coaches, we can create and give them all the tools, but at the end of the day, they're the ones on the floor.
Exactly.
They're the ones that feel this is working, that is working, and it creates a lot of high IQ players, I believe, if we kind of hand it over. Yeah, you have to take over timeout sometimes. You can't just go.
Yeah, you can't just allow them to
do things, but when players come off and they just demand excellence from their teams, this is what you want. This is what we want to create. As we see Rotorua come in a bit of a zone here.
Yeah, quite a high 3-2 possibly, or 2-1-2. Unsure.
Yes, Heke misses the shot. Ooh, interesting call there from Rosanowski, giving it back to St. John's.
We trust you, Rosa. We're trusting you with that one up here in the commentary booth. Looks like, I don't know, Rotorua following their men, so possibly a man. Hard to know, but Kuta 52 on its way. Bobby Neals puts in the mahi for the offensive rebound.
I think that's been Rotorua's Achilles heel here in this game, is defensive rebounds, as St. John's is just kind of eating them up on the offensive boards, right?
For sure, and it's hard to see, St. John's pulled away in the third quarter and then Rotorua climbed their way back, but they've done the same thing. They've pulled away again, and Rotorua are struggling to claw this one back.
Yeah, as we see Kobe Reed kick out Lepo, and there's another offensive rebound, and then St. John's will just move it around in the perimeter. There's Carter Hamlin, and there's Kobe Reed again.
Reed. Like, offensive rebounds has been instrumental. I don't know, we don't have live stats, but I want to say it's upwards of 20 for St. John's.
Yeah, he deserves that. Yeah, he did a lot of hard work, and he rewards himself with a Kuri Fifi Toru there in the corner.
You hate to call it before it ends, but that could ice the game.
Yeah, it's always tough.
2 minutes, 17
Andrew
points.
Keeps getting on me about calling the game so early when there's still heaps of time left. As he gives me that stare in the booth.
Andrew looks like he wants to come over and say something. Any words from you, Andrew?
No comment.
No comment are his words. Cooper is good on the first one there.
As we'll see Andrew step back in the booth for both our finals.
Yep, he's done a legendary job here on the Fly Palmy show court, putting some serious mahi. I believe he's upwards of 20 on his commentating games.
And Jackson Bell just took a bit of a hit to the eye there, as we see him just run back into the play. And by the looks of things, both teams will start clearing their bench. As we see Vanoa check out. And we have some of the young ones. Number 12, Manoa Nikora check in. And he's had a great tournament. His Christian Vanoa, obviously yesterday, big 35-point effort in their semi-final, and just kind of been shut down here today by St. John's.
Yeah, they've done a very good job to minimise the damage that he can do, and I like the decision of Coach Theo Tate to allow these younger players to get a little bit of experience in a bronze medal match. Like, there's nothing cooler than playing for a medal and getting that experience yourself.
Yeah, for sure. You're on the show court too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the bee's knees at the moment. Kuru Fifitoru on its way, and that is good. Cooper is having himself an excellent day here in Paradise North.
Ipo has been the highlight reel for Rotorua boys, as we see St. John's also with their young ones on the floor. Number 14, I believe. No, Hunter Savili. There's Lendon there with the short jumper.
I believe might be son of coach.
There is young Hunter Savili there.
Bobby Neal looking to boomerang it.
Nationals team.
And Bobby Neals with a tough finish.
He's had a good game, has Bobby Neals. I think St. John's overall as a team has played really well.
Yeah, and just the better basketball team today.
Yeah.
Put on a better performance.
Yeah, they just have, and they've been up for the game. Obviously, both teams disappointed to be playing in this game, but one team kind of just showed up. Rotorua did battle back there late in the third quarter, get within 6, but I just think St. John's just on the day has been the better team as we see a shot clock violation.
So well defended by St. John's as they look to close out this game. Just under a minute left to go, 91-76. St. John's have put on a clinic of basketball today, especially in this fourth quarter. Just gained the lead straight away and have not let up with that momentum.
Yeah. As we just saw on the screen there, the St. John's whānau.
No good on that one from the young gun. Has a little bit of a giggle to himself.
Yeah, bench just stood up thinking, oh, young Savili about to hit a 3.
Did not do so, unfortunately.
I think it's safe to say that we can call it.
Oh, I think I'd be very surprised if I pulled off something crazy like this.
As we see the St. Andrews girls step into the building, looking to rewrite last year's result.
Yes, so it'll be a double final back. Again, Westlake and St. Andrews College look to get the gold medal match. Following that, we have the boys' final. Josh, what's the floor for that one?
Boys' final. Waimea, Wellington College. I think watching both teams, they're both very good, talented teams. I just think the shooting power of Waimea may have the edge, and just the experience. Hayden Jones there, Jonty Bond, big William Blight. So my pick is Waimea.
It'll be interesting to see how that comes into fruition in this afternoon. We've got 2 great ball games following us, so don't go far. The girls' grand final tipping off at 2:15. I believe you'll be on the mic a little bit alongside Andrew Horrocks and Mel Bennett.
Yep. I'll be strolling down on the sidelines, a bit of sideline commentating, giving Andrew some insight on what's happening in the timeouts.
Hopefully Andrew doesn't give you too many wacky references. Had to put up with a lot of those in the semi-final yesterday.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go. I think as Westlake have just entered the building as well, they're in the back now, kind of hiding. Bronwyn Davidson.
And there we have it, folks. St. John's earned the bronze medal here at the secondary school championships. Congratulations to St. John's. A hard-fought battle. Rotorua did a great job, but in the end, St. John's the better team on the day.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was very good game there from St. John's overall, so and they deserved the win today, and kudos to Pooks and the boys, and great job.
We're going to be away for about half an hour, but we'll come back and do some pre-game stuff before the grand final this afternoon. Thank you for having us.